have some strong opinions about this direct.
I am now remembering why I don't like streaming this early. It is so hot, and I'm an hour late. Well, to be fair, I was playing some Smash. Not playing, training. I was grinding out how to do Lunar. No, it was Luma dash attack cancels into Waveland. It was bothering me a lot yesterday that I couldn't do it, so I was grinding it out for like half an hour, and I can do it now, but like inconsistently. But at least I know what I'm doing now. Hey, how many of you guys watched this already? I have it downloaded. Luma dash attack cancels. It's hard because you gotta do everything within like 3 frames. It's like 3 inputs within 3 frames. It's a lot. You haven't? Hey, Final Death. We'll start in a moment, guys. We'll just give people a moment to show up. I'm looking forward to it. I need to find out whether this is gonna be good or not.
Same Smash Career Revival arc in real time. Year 2026. Bro about to earn tournament money again. Kappa.
Yeah, I have won tournament money. I've won locals before. But it's more like historically Smash has Smash releases within like a year of sometimes a launch title, sometimes just 1 year in, but it launches early on in the cycle of the new console. It's just this time we haven't heard anything, so I actually don't know if that's going to be true anymore, but yep. I am grinding just in case they launch it sometime soon. But I've heard zero talk of development of another Smash game, so I actually have no idea how that's going to go. Wow, the Feywild didn't watch a surprise. We're about to watch it right now. What? I just didn't want to watch it because it was super early in the morning. How do you guys even like have the energy to wake up so early? For me, it like spoils the rest of my day because I'm just like blown, way too tired for the rest of it as a result. September or February is the best chance for Smash 6 announcement.
Smash. We expect you to live stream your glorious tournaments on Twitch. Oh.
It's funny because in my first year of becoming a much bigger streamer in Fire Emblem, I still did competitive Smash back in 2017. I would still drop on by tournaments and stuff. That's why if you look it up, you could find me in a couple of tournaments on stream playing. In my first year, it was after the first year I kind of just gave up on it because it was just like I was spending so much time and effort on it when my focus should be on streaming, you know. Oh, you were talking to Sig? Who's Sig? Nobody calls him Sig, you weirdo. Yeah, we'll give people a moment to show up. I need to make an announcement so that they know to show up. Siglet. See, isn't that funny? S-I-G, C-Y-G are entirely different spellings, but they sound the same when you say it out. If you ever decide to renew your career, I wouldn't even blame you. The economy is garbo, man. Yeah, I don't want to go back to the workplace. The economy is not only garbo, it's also soul draining to do all those things, you know? My parents keep trying to set me up on more dates, but I'm not interested. Okay, anyways. Let me make the announcement. I am trying to stream earlier and earlier. It's just it's super duper hot. 27 degrees outside is not terrible. It's when you get into the 30s, it's really bad. But man, it's super hot in my room because I have a big PC with a big GPU, so it adds a lot to the heat. If have given up on searching for a job in private sector and I'm setting up to get a postdoc researcher position now. Maybe if you had better English skills, you could get hired. All right, night 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. It's 33 now. What does Fortune's Weave have for us? Well, I use many words when few do trick. Yeah. Me save time. Time good. Less better. Ugh. Day one. It is now day 1 of the do tonight? Oh, I didn't even write it. Fire Emblem Direct. What else did I put? Oh, Gacha revenue list. Project Matisse Story Part 1. Nikkei Treasure Review. Alright, long stream. Yes, it was today. I just hope Smash 6 rollback, otherwise I'm not playing online. Yeah, online makes you a way worse player because you just play very simply because you can't get extended combos and whatnot. It's promising? Ugh. I don't know, man. I need better endorsement than just it's promising. Considering how much they shit the bed with Engage. It better be good. Well, we're gonna start in a moment. Caveman talk, yeah. Who paying? Oh my gosh, is that the arrow dude? Who keeps making his name super weird? Only from his words? Alright, well, you're about to see the entire thing with me then. Anyways, we're gonna start in just a moment. Give people a couple more moments to show up. How's your Tuesday, guys? It's so hot. I don't know why I'm promised to do such long streams. Whenever I make these stream schedules, I stream at night where it's nice and cool. And I think I'm just gonna wake up and do a stream. And I forget that it's friggin' horrendous at night. No, sorry, it's horrendous before night. My Tuesday's Tuesday. Outside of the direct, pretty good. Outside of the direct? What does that mean? That makes it sound like it was bad. Room cleaning earlier. My fan broke, so it kind of cooked. Bro. Every year, I buy so many fans and stuff because I'm like desperate to stay cool. We had a massive dust storm last night, and all the remaining in the sky has caused heat to go way down today. A nice break. Yes. That's how they're gonna block out the sun to prevent robots from getting solar energy in the future, causing a mass extinction event. I'm referring to Animatrix. I don't even know how many people remember stuff like that. I can't even think about it right now. 3 + 2. Ah, forget it. So just get it through. Weather temperature-wise is not even that bad, but humidity is ass. Humidity just magnifies it, so I get what you mean. Oh, man. I hate summer. Holy shit. Summer's the worst. I would love to stop bitching about summer, but I don't think I ever can. Alright. It is 6:23 right now. We can afford to do, because it's only like 20-something minutes. Also, another reason why I don't like doing these live, guys, they make you wait so long. So I saw the UK length was 50-something minutes. But I'm willing to bet they made you wait like an extra 30 minutes. Because the actual length for everywhere else was 20-something minutes. It's actually not super long. It's not a super long direct. from allergies is spring. Summer is literally hell. Wait, are you just screwed no matter what? Allergies in spring into the heat of summer? You know, it's always funny to me that in Australia it's the opposite, right? So it's their winter right now. I love freezing to death. That's the best one. Hey, how can you even say that? You're Mexican. How bad even is your heat? Can't even be that bad. Okay, sorry. I'm almost done. What do you mean is always bad? Summer every day in Mexico? Well, I guess so. I mean, I don't really know what Mexico is really like, because I was at Cancun for like a week. That's probably not the best representation of Mexico, because that's just a resort. Okay, almost done. Is it true that everything's yellow in Mexico? No, that's China. I'm kidding. What do you mean by yellow? Usually around 30 plus Celsius. You know, right now it's like 34 Celsius. It's like 34 right now in Korea. And they're issuing like heat warnings and stuff, which I guess is funny for you guys to hear, some of you guys to hear, because you're like, that's nothing. But over there, 34 is enough to kill their crops, so it's actually really bad for them. Okay, sorry, I was just getting through some of the dailies. I am now ready. Let us do this. Okay, so the schedule for tonight, guys. Right now we're doing some just chatting, and then we'll do the Fire Emblem Direct, Gacha revenue list, Project Matisse Story Part 1, Nikkei Treasure Review, and if we have time, we'll do a short sponsor that we're supposed to do. Fortune's Weave was today, 7 hours ago. It was only 7 hours ago? It feels way longer. It was 7 hours ago for 22 minutes. We'll check it out. I'm fairly excited about it. I am hesitant on all this because I have very little faith in IS at this point, being a Fire Emblem Heroes player for all these years. They have given me very little reason to believe they're competent whatsoever. And while they made a great game in Three Houses, it is starting to look more and more like Koei Tecmo did most of the hard work and that they didn't do much of anything. I mean, I'm sure they made the engine, and I'm sure they handled the gameplay, but when it comes to making a really good game, you need a strong narrative and lovable characters with compelling storylines. They didn't do any of that in Engage, so I hated Engage. Also, shouts to Nintendo for trying to sell this fucking nonsense. The Virtual Boy was an abject failure, and they're now trying to resell it in 2026 for, what was it? Some crazy amount of money. Oh, I hate this company. Oh my god, I'm already starting on my hater arc. I think Nintendo... Right, guys, who's worse right now? Nintendo, Xbox, or Sony PlayStation? What's worse? It's real hard. They're all bad. What's worse? You gotta remember, Xbox bought a bunch of game studios and then closed them down, like within a year or two. Like, what the f are you doing? It would have just been better if you never bought them then. They're so bad. And also, they are not even, like, making... they're not even making good decisions, and they have a AI AI head of AI running operations now. They all suck. There you go. A lot of people say Sony because they made the headlines recently, but I'm not even sure if they're the worst. They're all really, really bad, but I'm not even sure if killing... Because people gotta realize, technically speaking, Nintendo did not kill physical media. They got really close, though. Outside first-party Nintendo games, the majority of games are game key cards. So they didn't kill physical games in its entirety, but they basically did 90% of it. Sony just plans to do 100% of it in a couple of years, instead of 90% of it right now. Because I'll show you guys my Switch 2 collection sometime, and any game not made by Nintendo is a game key card. Because they made it unaffordable for them to do anything else. For those who don't know why there's so many game key cards on Switch 2, it's because they only have one size for game key cards, 64 gigabytes. So if you want a game that's not a game key card, you have to buy 64 gigabytes. But what if you're a small indie game? That's right. Then you can't. Then you have to go game key card, because it doesn't make sense paying for 64 gigabytes of storage when you have a 2 gigabyte game, right? So it's Nintendo screwing it up for everybody else. Now they did say they'll resolve that sometime soon, but given we keep getting more game key cards, I don't know when they plan on resolving this. I keep hearing news like every other day. I'm growing tired of hearing it all. Yeah, me too. Nintendo's lucky that Xbox and Sony are always fucking up. Yeah. It's just like the best of the worst right now. In general, Nintendo really close behind Nintendo, Sony. Yeah, so Oda basically has what I feel right now. I still think Nintendo's the worst of them all. Sony is second. Because the worst thing you can say about Sony is that they're killing off physical media, which is bad. Really bad. And that your digital ownership is not truly ownership, which is bad. Really bad. But that's it. Nintendo's been making gaffes every other month, essentially. And they keep trying to sue everybody, which is not something Sony is doing. I mean, Sony does sue people, but, like, nobody sues like Nintendo sues. Anyways, with that as the setup, let us start the video. Now that we're properly in the frame of mind of hating on Nintendo, let's check out their newest game. Sony is also closing accounts that are more than 3 years old. I'm not sure about that one. Ignore that. I don't know what that was. I've never seen that game in my life. Pretty sure Sony has had as much drama as every other company. Are you sure? Nintendo sues so much that we're not even sure if they're a game company anymore. Sony's not that bad. All right, let's begin. Oh, change the volume. I like to keep my volume consistent, but I leave it at 69 as a result. Am I missing anything? Oh my god, Noodles is here. All right. Yours got deleted? How's that even possible? All right, let's start. Welcome to the Fire Emblem Direct for Fortune's Weave. I hope it's good. Please, IS.
Come.
Okay.
Celebrate the second birth of this world's rightful ruler.
Oh shit.
At the advent of the underworld.
Are we going back to Fates and those reanimated golem things?
Battles ahead without them.
Oh my goodness. This is so anime.
We need as many as we can recruit.
Oh shit. Is that an angel? Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Direct. We're finally getting some more look at the story. Ice loves their spectacles, but can they set it up correctly? Let's find out.
The Dagdan Empire.
The map!
A land at the peak of prosperity under the rule of the gods.
Is this the same map as Three Houses? I gotta compare
the
it.
capital city of Daxian,
Daxian.
bustling markets, ports teeming with trading
Oh my
ships,
god, it looks like Greece.
temples to the gods, and other establishments line the crowded streets. This is also where the heroic games are held in tribute to Dagon.
But I think it's also Roman
the Empire's
because of
first
the Colosseums.
founding king.
The heroic games have begun!
I bet that guy's nipple is
It's
too.
said that Salel, the current ruler, will grant one wish to whoever wins.
Hey,
the
I recognize his
games.
voice.
Those vying for the prize hold strength, determination, and undying convictions they refuse to yield.
Those fights are so anime.
The story revolves
Hey.
around 4 heroes who have entered the heroic games. Who you choose will determine how the narrative unfolds as they fight for glory.
Kai.
Kai is a young boy living in the peaceful village of Ribera. On his 15th birthday, his father is imprisoned beneath Daxian for crimes committed.
Wait, he committed the crimes? It's not false?
In hope of a peaceful life as a family, he sets out with his childhood friends to win the heroic games and save his father.
They're still gonna die. Dietrich.
Dietrich, ever in search of a stronger opponent,
He reminds
is
me of
attacked
the
by an
Castlevania
enormous
characters.
monster while sailing a stormy sea.
Beautiful.
I
He
love
then
his violet
washes
eyes.
ashore in the foreign land of Dagda. This is where, between
That was so
battling
expressive.
bandits and beasts, he learns of the heroic games. To slake his thirst for
Wait. Isn't this the guy from Three Houses? No, he's the guy from ReZero. Fabio. Holy shit. That face. It's so creepy. I love it.
battle, Dietrich decides to compete in the heroic games with new allies at his side.
Oh yeah, he does have some look of grip to him.
Hit the road to Daxian.
Theoden.
Hailing from the kingdom of Ceramus in the south, Theodora represents a culture that worships the keeper of death and night, a goddess loathed throughout the land.
Oh, I like that storyline. That mythology.
Swearing to restore the honor of her goddess and defend the faith of the people and the peace of her kingdom,
She's hot.
Theodora leads her veteran retainers into battle with the goal of winning the
That guy
game.
looks like a JoJo character. That's all they're gonna say for her? Leda.
A young woman born into prestige and blessed with musical talent, Leda is consumed by rage following her father's murder at the hands of an unknown
Tragic
saint.
backstory check.
Having given everything to
Okay,
seek
that
revenge,
underboob, man.
she eventually learns of the killer's plan to participate in the heroic games,
Alive! I will kill him.
to bring an end to the man who murdered
I
her
like her
father.
already. She's
Leda
vengeful.
heads to Daxian with supportive companions in tow.
I basically like all the characters except for Kai.
I'm sorry, Theodora.
Kai's too shonen for
But I
me.
won't be letting you take the victory today.
Yeah, look how shonen he is.
If victory is decided by
Oh, shit.
conviction alone, then I think
Oh god. You know the one thing, sorry, I gotta interrupt real quick. The one thing I want them to fix from Three Houses that bothered me every time is the floating hand on their models. They like never can put the hand on the hip. It's nice to see that's carried over from the Switch. And it's the same problem that they have in their capture that they have not been able to fix. Oh my god. When are they gonna fix that?
it shall not be
The
up to
floating
you.
hand at the hip.
I have burned to duel you, white-maned demon.
Oh shit. That's pretty epic, the setup.
But I'm sorry. Failure is not an option for me either.
But that's only because I don't have any choice!
Oh. That game the shares. This OST
Going into
is gonna be
each match,
straight fire.
you choose your party
Fire Emblem
members
doesn't miss on
and their
OSTs.
initial placement on the field.
Hey, that just looks like
Battle
Engage.
commence.
That's just Engage.
Each unit's movement range is shown in blue, and their attack range in red.
And we get bonus attack on the back. Hit it from the back.
Once all of your units have completed their actions, your opponent's turn begins. You'll take turns moving and fighting.
Why do you
across
throw
map
the archer
as you
in like
engage
that?
in fierce combat.
All right.
Victory includes defeating the opposing leader, among other conditions.
That's interesting. The maps
four
can't be
heroes
too
and their
large, right? Because it's a
allies
coliseum.
can utilize various means of attack. Swords are straightforward and easy to wield. Gauntlets make it
Gauntlets are
easier to
back.
evade attacks.
But we'll never be in Fire Emblem Heroes. Give them the
Spears
hands.
deal massive damage to cavalry units.
Wait, massive damage to
Axes
Cav?
have low accuracy,
Are they saying
but
that
high
spears will
attack
always be effective against Cavs then?
power. Bows strike enemies at a distance and can deal fatal blows to flying units.
Oh, wow. Stalin.
And magic is effective against foes with heavy armor. It can also heal or otherwise.
Wait, are they serious? They're not like in Fire Emblem. It's not effective against armors. It's just armors always have low res, so you do more damage. Are they saying really it's effective as in 1.5x damage? Because that would really change the gameplay. So then it just become archers effective against Pegasus flyers, and then spears effective against calves, and then magic effective against armors. Or I'm talking about effectiveness, like magnify damage.
Support allies in
That's a
dire
change.
Situations. There are also swords that call down lightning, and gauntlets that look like firearms.
Sorry, what? What did he just say? Gauntlets that look like firearms? That's just a gun. She just has a gun. She just shot a man. How are there guns?
And other unique weapons to find.
What the That's just a pistol.
Positioning is a key element of combat.
What? How are
When you
guns
strike within an
gauntlets?
enemy's range of attack, they might
They're
counterattack.
guntlets.
Consider attacking those equipped with close-range weapons from a distance.
Why do you even
Get
need
up close
bows when there are
personal against
guns?
long-range opponents to avoid counterattacks. The terrain can also give you an advantage, while adjacent allies can receive buffs. Take advantage of the situation to control the battlefield in your favor.
We can now do the
Combat
goofy thing of
arts
saying
are
they brought a
attacks
sword to a
unleashed at the
gunfight.
expense
Exactly.
of
That's
weapon
people are
durability.
gonna say that a lot now.
There are attacks with greater power. Longer
That looks so
range,
goofy.
Or other
Oh!
advantageous effects.
Hey, this is
Use them
Lin
in
Ring.
decisive moments. There are also
Okay,
special
Naruto.
moves that consume your soul in exchange for power, called Blaze Arts.
Blaze Arts.
Kai releases
What
a
is this,
burst of
Xenoblade?
otherworldly power from his hand to cast flames in a wide
Dude, that's just Naruto.
After moving, Dietrich's ink black cloak can warp him to locations on the battlefield that aren't easily accessible.
That doesn't seem as interesting. But that is really... Okay, hold on.
Theodora
That's
uses
really good, but the problem with that is like you're right on top of them and they gotta hit you back.
the power
That's why I'm like, that's not
inherited
as
from
interesting.
her ancestors to rend the earth and hurl it at foes.
The big AoEs with long
Leader
range,
plays
those are
with
much more
to
useful
buff
IMO.
allies,
Or buffs. Buffs are really good
summon
too.
a powerful monster and more.
I hope he's a one-man
These
army, because you
special
can't put
moves
yourself
can
within
turn
like
the
5
tide
enemy
of
units
battle,
at hard
but
modes,
it's a cost
or you're just
to
dead.
the hero's health points.
Wait, those beast things are back.
If your
From Three
allies
Houses.
fall in battle,
I think I need a break.
you can turn back time.
Wait, do they not die?
After each move, you can rewind to any previous point in battle, so don't
So what's the lore reason for us to be able to rewind in this game?
be afraid to rethink your strategy if things don't go as planned.
Classes.
Based on their class, such as Shido,
We have samurais in here. Shido. That's nice because it's supposed to be it's Bushido, but you take out the Bu. So it's like the way of the sword is
who are
now
skilled with swords,
sword.
Bardingers who fight on horseback, and bishops who use white magic.
That looks kind of goofy.
A unit's
Those clench
abilities can change
fists.
dramatically. The weapons they can wield and their range
Wow, that
of
was
movement
fast.
also vary.
Yeah.
Classes are divided into beginner, specialty, and advanced.
Oh man, I'm glad they're keeping this. I love like this look. If you ever play like the GBA games or the old games, you love like the pixel look on the classes.
Advanced tiers.
That's nice.
Beginner classes are the foundation.
Oh, that girl looks good. The redhead.
Gladiators excel in handling weapons.
Oh!
Diviners
No damage.
wield magic. And Orneus riders can cover more ground.
Did he say
There are
horny
5
riders?
Beginner classes in all.
Oh, Orneus.
Specialty classes have more specific abilities. Armored knights boast iron
No damage.
defense with heavy armor. Wing soldiers can leap obstacles and cover long distances. While charioteers can strike multiple enemies in a straight
That's
line.
awesome because that really is
There are
Roman
over 10
chariots.
to attain. Advanced classes are masters of their skills.
Or Gallic? I think it's no.
Cataphracts have the mobility of horses
Cataphracts!
with the defense of heavily armored units.
That is Roman. That's their heavy cavalry.
Guardians are skilled with both spears and white magic.
That's a 99 crit.
Plus other classes that possess
That's a 126 crit. What the heck?
You'll
Elephant
also find the
Riders! What is this,
overwhelmingly
Carthage?
powerful Elephant riders. And
Wow,
other
the charge.
classes that fight while astride giant beasts.
Dragoons? No more Wild Riders?
You defeat me?
Between matches, you'll have time to get ready for
172 turns. Wait, what?
what's to come. You'll receive some useful intel about your next opponent.
Okay.
So use this information while exploring Daxian.
So it looks like the free time thing is going to stay a staple of the game. Since
Or
3 houses.
Venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours to spend.
So delicious.
Is it going to be fully voice acted? They have the money to make it fully
Let's
voice
look
acted.
at some of the things you can do in Daxian. The arena
I don't care about
is
Seth.
where you can receive additional training once per week.
I thought
in
he was
the time
annoying.
Between matches. As your skills improve, you'll learn new moves to use in battle and be able to wield increasingly stronger weapons.
Okay, yeah.
On match days, you can watch battles between other participants unfold.
You can
to
watch!
research your opponents.
That's really smart because that's what actual gladiators did. Holy crap, the gun in the background. Is this just going to be a normal thing? People are just going to have guns?
Your opponents.
See, there's 2 people with guns in the background. This is ridiculous. They just have guns.
At the shopping arcade.
The guns take me out of this world.
Or
It feels so
enhance your
weird.
weapons using materials you've collected. This temple row is watched over by a bronze statue of the divine sovereign and is home to 7 temples.
Guns shoot magic.
Depending on which temple you volunteer in,
They shoot magic in
you'll
real
acquire
life
a
too.
blessing to use in battle. These provide effects such as a temporary stat buff,
Oh,
having the damage you receive.
that's over 10% more.
and more. Speak to an exam proctor to take a certification exam.
All the gun users look to be in the
chance of
clergy?
success
That's so
depends on who's
funny.
taking the test and the class they're aiming for.
I wield this gun for Jesus.
So be sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
In the name of Christ, I put this 9mm bullet in your head.
Pleasure I see.
Where are we going with this?
You can also receive quests from townsfolk. Complete them by the given deadline to receive rewards. You never know who might ask for your help.
Was that Anna?
The divine sovereign? Why would someone of your stature be here?
It might actually be fully voiced. A lot of the lines are just voiced, period.
You can also recruit powerful warriors you meet in Daxian.
So the recruiting function's still gonna be in the game? Sure. Oh my gosh. Nine might be the hottest girl in this entire game. I have such a soft spot for green-haired girls, but like, look how she's dressed. She's number 1 in my books right now. We'll see if there's other characters who take number 1, but she's the hottest.
Even if they turn you away at first, try giving them gifts.
Appreciate it. The spirits
Or invite them
I'm
to
gonna
share
recruit
a
her
meal.
first.
that might be enough to win them over. At inns, not only can you lodge and eat, but you can let
Ooh. Yang Ji? That guy looks like a NPC boss. You know, some of these characters... Hey, I like that, actually. Some of these characters look like, you know, people you would actually see in Colosseum, not just like anime characters.
time pass to gain experience and gather materials automatically.
That's a large party.
Looking good.
Myrmidons are in the game
Characters
still.
who've grown close may converse and show their support to each other here too.
Oh, and can I get a raise? Then I'd be psyched to work even harder.
Okay, I like Lillian too.
Thanks, Kai. I came here to say I was pulling for you, but it went the other way around.
Hey, I
As
like
your
the
journey
VAs.
continues, you'll gain access to even more facilities.
Remember this for a long time to come.
This is the Pale Raven's Perch, a spot where a mysterious white bird rests its wings.
Oh,
From
can you
here,
go back?
You can swap to a different hero. Progress is saved for each of the heroes, so playing through all 4 of their stories in parallel is an option.
No! But what's the... What? Oh, shit. You don't have to just redo the entire game 4 times? You can just do it all at once? Oh my god, that's such a different perspective. I don't know if I like that. Because when you commit yourself to a path, you put yourself in the character's shoes, right? Like, you think like them, you view things from their way. But if you do it from everyone's perspective, it like melds together. You don't have that same attachment. It's a smart move in terms of like allowing people to get their answers right away that they might otherwise not. But man, that's a weird choice. Because that's not like... You can do multiple paths at once then if you really wanted to.
When you venture outside of Daxian, you can explore areas
I don't know, man.
across the
I don't
continent.
think I'll think strongly or feel
Time
strongly about
passes
characters
every time you move, so
if
plan
I
your
do the multiple
expeditions
ones at
carefully.
once.
Visit towns to purchase.
I can only care about so many characters at once, guys. If I commit to a character, I care about that character. If I gotta care about all 4 characters, why am I gonna like... It makes it hard for me to like take away their dreams and kill them, you know?
Local wares.
Or just revel in their suffering. If it's also me.
Or gather information that could be useful on
Hey,
your
look, it's a
adventure.
boy. He's just a boy.
Travel with your allies to improve everyone's abilities in battle.
Go camping with them.
Enemies will randomly appear on the world map.
Tarantula, thanks for gifting a sub to
When you
Andre.
encounter one, a skirmish will begin.
Dude, is that an ostrich?
Earn experience points by felling your foes.
Are
You'll
ostriches
also
related to
find
raptors?
dungeons where you'll collect materials for strengthening weapons, along with other
Yeah, right.
treasures. When you encounter
Ooh.
enemies roaming in a dungeon,
What? That looks like a mech. It's an assassin mech. Oh, that's interesting.
turn-based clash that differs from normal battles will begin.
I suppose I must.
In clashes,
The ReZero guy.
you can
Is this
perform
like
attack
F- Wait, is
combos
this
with your
like
allies.
Child's Valentia?
Plus, each of the 4 heroes can use abilities that are unique to them.
And Sir's Cry.
For instance, Dietrich can flush out enemies in hiding,
Oh, that's interesting.
while Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns and send out
battalion.
her assembled troops to gather materials.
Oh, that is so useful. That is so useful.
Or
My god.
deploy them in battle.
Will not miss this.
Battalions are back. No, that's wild.
Make the most of these commands to enhance your power in battle.
Tame that bird.
Bold warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts.
For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire.
Oh
So
my
say
gosh.
I, the divine sovereign, that I vow to you.
I want to see how these characters die.
People of Daxian, hear me
They seem to have
now
animated
as
quite
I
a few
declare
fight
that
scenes.
The heroic games have begun.
I don't know, Three Houses was spectacular. I'm not quite sold on a story yet. $14.49? $14.54. What? They have statues. Did they win a championship? Oh. What happened to her head? This was just 5 years later and everything falls to decay? Sothis? I'm glad she's in the game, but how's this gonna work?
I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
Wait, is the Colosseum like the prologue? Or like half the game? And then this is the other half?
5 years after the heroic game.
Oh my god, they really are doing that! Oh shit, it's like the Academy arc, and then, you know, post-Academy, it's just an entirely different game. Holy shit. Oh, that is so
Gacha
different.
faces its end at the hands of the revived demon god.
So you know this is
Vtuber.
what, this has to happen.
Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the heroic games have vanished. To confront the situation,
Where did they go?
the
Feet. Oh shit.
progenitor god, Sothis, calls down.
Is this
a
Prime
single soul.
Sothis?
This is the story's true protagonist.
What?
You are given 2 choices.
They just baited
Face
us!
the forces of the demon god Valor on your own.
They
with the
just baited
knowledge that
us!
it's no easy
The
task.
first half of the game is entirely different from the second half. It's not just a Colosseum.
Or use
Oh,
the
who's this?
time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna to change the fates of the 4 heroes.
No way, that's wild.
You must carve your path.
But it's only
in
been
the hope
5
of
years. What
saving
happened to
Gacha
everybody?
From destruction. Those who join you in the future will strengthen the might of your assembled forces.
It's only been like 5 years.
Is where your story begins. The end of the world at the hands of the demon god.
They really are following the formula of Three Houses then.
Which path will you walk?
Yeah, you gotta pick somebody.
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th.
If you guys saw this image first, you'd be like, who the fuck are the 2 people in white? We hadn't gotten anything about them. Oh, that's actually pretty good marketing, because they focus so much on the 4 heroes of the first half of the game. They didn't even hint at this until now. That's pretty good.
Only on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Pre-orders are available now on
If you were to play
Nintendo
Fire Emblem
eShop.
for the first time,
The
what
Fire
would it be?
Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagden
Engage with
Collection,
3 Houses,
which
probably.
includes a 150-page art book, 12 character art cards, and more will be available.
I'm trying to
the
buy this.
same day.
It's $170 in Canada, and it's sold out everywhere. I don't even think we got stock in Canada. It's so hard to buy this. This isn't so impressive. It's very much like the Engage one. I'm trying to pre-order
more
it.
Fire Emblem content will be available following this presentation. Nintendo Music, a service that lets you listen to Nintendo game music
Do not make us pay for this.
anytime, anywhere, will be updated with certain tracks from this game, including the main theme, later today.
Good. Don't make us pay for stuff like this.
Additionally, the Nintendo
'Cause you can just
Today
get it on
Smart
YouTube for
Device
free.
app, which brings you daily updates from Nintendo, will receive a
Do you guys see what it says? Every day it's forging bonds in Fire Emblem. What do they mean by shopping? What the heck? Man, they're one mobile game. They have to like just spam that everywhere now.
new Fire Emblem theme beginning tomorrow. The app will also feature new information about Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave leading up to launch.
Okay, the music is so good.
There will also be a new Ask the Developer article, in which developers share their thoughts about working on this game on September 15th.
September 15th, so there's still quite a bit of time then. I thought it was 6 weeks from now, which would be, September 15th. Hey guys, that was it. It ended very abruptly. That wasn't me. They just ended it off like that. Seriously? That's how you end it? They just ended it off by ask the developers. Alright, well. Hey guys, give me your feelings and thoughts. I'll let you guys vote on it in a moment. Yeah, that's a weird way of ending it. I thought there was going to be some big surprise. But no, it's just, hey, you can talk to the devs. If you could emulate it right now, you would. Yeah, but it's Switch 2, so you can't do that. Better than Engage out of 10. Haha, you're funny. I'm interested, but I don't know. I feel very similar. 10 out of 10 already? Wow, what bought you over? It was 20 minutes long. Yeah, it was pretty short. I'm pretty pleased with it. I like the new Glock class. Yeah, Glock class. I like that too. I don't understand why they put guns in the game. They're just pistols, but that indicates in the future we'll probably get like real, like straight on rifles and whatnot. It'll be Fire Emblem Counter-Strike Edition. Fire Emblem Strike. Apex Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem Knight. Fort Emblem. No, that's bad. Never played a FE game, but I didn't like that the characters in the game don't match emotions of the VA. Yeah, that's just like the limitations of the game engine. But yeah, they're kind of dated in these respects.
I know you're gonna disagree because you've made it clear how strongly you believe they need to make it like it's such to be good, but I am actually glad that this isn't just 3H again bar for bar.
I didn't want them to do Three Houses again, bar for bar, though. It's just, you had, okay, I held that opinion because Engage was a major pivot, which is wrong. If you got something that became your most successful project, you don't take all the things that it did right and then discard it. So I didn't want another Three Houses. I wanted a game that learned from Three Houses, which is not Engage. I think a pathing like this is much better because, like Three Houses, it's asking you to pick a side, even though they allow you to play all sides at once. It's asking you to commit yourself to a character and asking you to have a favorite. That is important because you need your player to make a connection with your characters. And what other way if it isn't in a competition? So there's a competition. So then you want to see one of them win. So you put yourselves there behind them. They didn't do that in Engage. They made you some bullshit character who's Jesus. So what they did in Three Houses was really smart with the three, like making you pick a house and then you commit to them for like the latter half of the game. They're following that same idea here. When you put the character focus, whenever Fire Emblem puts the character focus on the player, they're always at their weakest. Always. When you depend on your fans to be sycophants and do the self-insert bullshit, that's when they're at the weakest. Because guess what? A lot of your fans have grown up, and now they're not friggin' weirdos who think about breeding children to fight for them, right? You gotta give them something more relatable than that. Anyways, this is a lot better. This is like the structure of the game is a lot better. It's just I don't trust IS in terms of writing, but we'll see. I don't think they have to do much. Like a lot of storylines are too simple to do well in for IS. Like whenever IS does something complicated, they screw up all the time. So they should probably take advantage of simpler and easier to understand premises, like win the Coliseum. For IS, the simpler the better, is how I see it. Alright, let's see. Engage ran so that Fortune's Weave could run. I mean, the fanbase is still that. A lot of the fanbase is still that, but I don't think the majority is. Because if they were, they would have loved Engage, and the majority did not love Engage. Your character in this descends from the heavens, summoned from Sothis. You're an angel. Yes. So this is them. They're doing this both ways by doing that. Well, I think that's why they hid it for so long. They didn't show their hand immediately on the second half of the story. You're always going to have a rep character no matter what, because that's the crutch of Fire Emblem. We're never going back to the days where you do not represent any of the characters. Where you just watch an epic story unfold in front of you. I'm talking about like Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, like those kind of games, the Tele series, those are a good example of that. Or like, you know, Fire Emblem on... They've really gone far away from that, I just realized. Like Fire Emblem on Game Boy Advance, right? You're no longer there to experience the story of a character, you're there to self-insert yourself. Okay, something just peeled off. The fact Fortune's Weave doesn't specify if this is a Three Houses prequel or sequel. Yeah, that's probably for the best. You want as much mystery as you can get. That's something we'll probably figure out when we play the game. I'm so tired of route splits, multiple routes. This is how you know Dingus is a lover of Engage. Literally sees like the best part of the game as a weakness. Do you like this Sothis as the sign? Yeah, it looks like a more mature Sothis. Feels right. What's the deal about handgun? There are guns in this world and they count as gauntlets. I don't understand how any of that makes sense, but that is how they're going to do it.
I won't say much more on this, but the path changing owl and the time skip half as you imagine is where the divisive stuff as one can probably imagine.
Yeah. Because you know why? That's more akin to Engage. Where you're the savior. That's the stuff that gets to me too. I like how they hit it. And I like how they're setting it up so it's more palatable. So it is different, but that's definitely a decision made by IS. I mean, this entire game is made by IS, but that's a IS-like decision. IS doesn't know how to make a good game without trying to abuse their fans' feelings. And we're talking about like the deranged fans, not the average fan. They always make their games for crazy people, which is why they get crazy reactions. Ugh. I just like the crutch of them having to rely on multiple routes for emotional discord to drive the game's hype. Well, dingus, they have shown they're shitty-ass writers. How long? I have been doing Fire Emblem Heroes content and looking at the Fire Emblem games since 2017 very closely, and they've made it very clear that they should not be trusted to write an all-encompassing story. They, in fact, shouldn't be trusted to write a basic story. They have shown they are really bad at it if they do it by themselves. The best stories since 2017 IMO, you're looking at like Shadows of Valentia, Echoes, which they didn't write. That's like they're old writers. And Three Houses, which again, that's probably Koei Tecmo who did all the writing. If the best work you've done are nobody in your current system, yeah, I don't trust them. Can you do a story like that really, really well and have a higher ceiling than what they're showing here? Absolutely. Has IS shown they're capable of that? No, they have not. I'm looking forward for stories and lore of this game. Always invested since 3003 Hopes if it has ties with it. Okay. The 3 House writers went on right supports in Dynasty Warriors Origins. They also suck off your original character in that too. How are we sure about that one? But Dynasty Warriors is a very different situation. Like, the entire point of Dynasty Warriors is you're one man and you change the future of all the fights. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen Dynasty Warriors. You have like each story mission, you kill like 1,000 people or some shit. You're like doing genocide by yourself. So, you know, I can understand it in that situation because that's literally how the gameplay, what the gameplay demands of you. I think it's a weak story nonetheless, but like, that's a bit different. You're supposed to feel powerful and all important in that series. All right, take care, Chiku. At least Robin was good. Yeah, Robin and Chrom, Awakening was a really good game. Chinese timelines? What are you talking about? It's Romance of the Three Kingdoms. What do you mean timeline? I just like Robin stealing the plot spotlight from Chrom in the last leg of Awakening. What? Robin kind of did that from the very get-go. In the tutorial already, you already knew there was something up. Dagden is a location south from Fodlan? Okay. Lubu is not a madman. What are you talking? Man, I'm just gonna ignore Andre. What are you even saying? So what are your thoughts? Okay, let's sum it up with the thoughts. I am interested, but my reservations still very much remain. I like the idea of them following the Three Houses formula, where you essentially pick a house, pick a character, and then on the second half, you commit to said house and characters, right? I like that. That's not bad. The thing is, it doesn't have the potential of Three Houses. I don't know how it's going to meet that. The setup right now is... It's okay. I'm not against it. I think they should probably keep the story fairly simple for the first half, just because they're not... They've never proven to be good writers, IS. So, if you don't have the help you got from Koei Tecmo for Three Houses, this is probably the best solution. Make it an easy premise to understand. Make the character motivations clear, and then just give the players time to spend with those characters. And then after the first half of the game, where they're committed, it becomes harder for them to have the dissociation that came in Engage. You ease into it a lot better. Like, in Engage, I was immediately turned off within the first, like, 10 minutes of the game. They already made it clear that I'm the most important thing ever, with very little setup. This, they ease into it way better. And then they build it on top of it, the mystery of that 5-year gap. They also took a lot of the good parts of their older games and things that worked, and they put it together to make the second half. So, it feels like IS has learned their lessons. So that's why I'm, like, optimistic. But until I see the game for what it is, there's not much I can say about it. I won't doubt its music's gonna be good. I won't doubt its gameplay's gonna be good. The only thing I've ever really doubted with Fire Emblem and IS is its story. They've always had a struggle in making the story feel grounded. Like, you don't have to literally be grounded and literally be realistic, but grounded enough and realistic enough that the player feels like they're in the universe and that the decisions they make matter. It just... Some of these games get way too ridiculous to take seriously. Sometimes they do that immediately. So, I'm praying this isn't another Fates or Engage. That's essentially what I'm going to say. I think when it comes to like the free time, they'll probably streamline it more because that's one of the complaints players had. It's probably a game that's going to be 50, 60 hours for like one path, if not longer for multiple paths. The overworld really reminds me of Engage, though. I think they've done a good job with the cast, though. There's a lot of voice actors that sound really, really good. And the characters seem fairly interesting. And they'll probably be fairly important. The designs vary a lot, which is good. Engage was filled with beautiful people. And it didn't feel realistic at all. If the story premise is too crazy, you just can't follow it. Some of this reminds me of Echoes, which is good. Anyways, it looks like they definitely did a review of their older games to figure out what went right and then double down on it. Didn't play Engage because I think it's too cheesy. Thank you, Mark Seamer. I bought Engage and got horrendously turned off by how cheesy it was. One part of the map looks similar to Crimea, yeah. Lucky we got to switch main characters throughout the story. Yeah, I like and dislike that, but it makes your choice a lot better as a whole. I like how divisive this might get. You're gonna come back to the three houses split between the fan base of who's the best lord. And then you'll obviously get the crazy people who tell you you're a bad person for liking etc. character because they did so-and-so while ignoring everything their character did wrong. I like that, by the way, of having characters that are not one-sided, like they only do the right thing, that they can never do anything wrong, and the one moment they do anything wrong, it gets becomes irrelevant or unimportant within like 20 minutes. So, yeah. Also, the fight scenes, they look like they choreographed quite a bit, which is really good. And the thing is, it's not like the super anime fight scenes. Well, it is pretty anime. But it's not like clash swords, hold it against each other, monologue for 3 minutes in a row while holding your weapons against each other. No, it looks like they actually like choreographed it. So it's not like it's not like a slideshow. There's some actual action. Is that why they gave you like 6 heroes and 20 enemies and a map? 6 heroes and 20 enemies? Wait, what are you talking about specifically? Most of the time you choose one story and go to the other side. You just get to focus on one having too many load files, having both or 3 story routes. What are you talking about? Alright, I'm gonna wait for the ad to end and then we'll sum it up. It was a good trailer, but I felt they spoiled too much. Arrow is right on this. I'll ask you guys once the ad is over. Andre, that's not a take. All you did was explain how these games work. A take is giving your opinion. You just made a statement of how these games run. By having different sides and splitting your, like... giving you choices. That's not a take, that's just what it is. A take is like, this is good, this is bad. Like, it's an opinion. Alright, I'm waiting for the ad to end so we can wrap it up. I bought the special edition, Engage, and never finished it. Tarantula, that's me as well. Choices haven't mattered in FE since like FE9. Yes! So, outside of 3 houses, where you can literally kill people that you did not pick, you can watch your lives fall apart. A lot of these Fire Emblem games, your choices haven't felt like they mattered at all. What surprised me was the 4-character RPG turn-based RPG. Okay, what does that mean? Maybe the 5-year time skip was a little bit too much. Okay, so let's sum it up, guys. I'm gonna ask you guys, do you like the time skip function where you pick a character to bring back? Do you like that it was revealed? Because my problem right now is the Colosseum thing did give me so many doubts about the game, but I like how simple it was. The simpler it is, the harder it is for eyes to screw it up. And they've proven they can screw things up pretty easily, so I like that. But then this is going back to the crutch of Engage. Now, you do ease into it, so it's better. But should they have even shown this off? Because the best games in the world, they give you these surprises, and it completely catches you off guard in the best way possible. This, I think, by putting it out here, already sets way too many expectations and judgments. Because I'm already judging this like a second Engage. Just because it's really hard not to, considering this is IS, and this is the story they love writing, where you're the most important thing in the world. I'm going to be frank here. I think the second half of the game is whoever you bring back and whichever characters you have, you're literally going to be revered as another Lear, like a divine being trying to save their world. And the thing that gets to me is just, it's just been 5 years. Right? Bring something back after 5 years is just such a weird concept. If it was like 50 years or something, like I can get that. 100 years, like truly in the future, I can understand all of that. But just 5 years and you're running a mechanic like this just feels weird. Wouldn't you have characters survive and be older? Maybe that's the dynamic they're trying to play with. But they make it seem like the world falls apart in just 5 years after Colosseum, which ruins it. That would have been like a mind-blowing plot point. Imagine you finish the first half of the game with the Colosseum, you win, some characters are dead, a lot of the mystery is revealed, and then it gives you the 5-year time skip. And you're like, wait, what? I thought I was going to finish the game and we're going to get New Game Plus. No. That was just half the game. You got another half. You watch the world fall apart. Like, that setup would have been amazing. But I think IS knows they can't fuck around with their pre-orders. They can't screw around, and they want to attract the Engage crowd who will be more interested in the second half. I don't like that they revealed this, is where I'm going with all this. I like Byleth, but his worship was way too much. Yes. Yes, it was. This is the second half problem. So, okay, so let's go back. In Three Houses, the second half, he absolutely was worshipped. In the first half, not as much, because they just saw you as a teacher. And while they wanted your approval, which students want their teacher's approval, like, all that was fine. It's the second half where you literally are like God or Jesus, then yes, that got way too much. And then they saw all that, and then did engage, where you don't even wait till the second half. You just start as God or Jesus. And now we're going back to the Three Houses formula, where it's a bit more acceptable, but yeah, it's a bad crutch. That's intelligence systems, though. Ever since Fates and like the face rubbing and child breeding, they've been like that. They've wanted you to have these weird-ass relationships with your characters, where you feel like you gotta decide everything. Like that you have all their adoration, their focus, their time. Like they're not human beings anymore. They're like dogs, just waiting for you to come home. That's the kind of setup IS loves writing in, which unfortunately is dated and just drives their players away. But yeah, we'll see. I feel like if they left this as a mystery, it would be taken better. I hope there's another surprise outside of this. That's what I'll say. I felt uncomfortable being in a relationship with my students. Well, I always think it's funny that the Fire Emblem community doesn't realize how many effed up things happen in their games, yet want to point out effed up things of their characters and can't put it together. Anyways, guys, that's Fortune's Weave Direct. Let's see what you guys rated it. Five stars is 53%, 4 stars is 33%, and then 3 stars is 13%. I think I'm leaning towards 4 stars. I am cautiously optimistic. I could not even finish, like, for Engage, I at least played 12 hours, right? But if a game can't win you over in 12 hours, it's just not worth it. But for Three Houses, I spent 45 hours on that. Like, almost 4 times as much time. I am hoping I can actually finish this game. And the only way I won't be able to finish it is if they turn me off with the over-the-top cheesiness, the obsessive love from all your characters, where nobody has agency except for you. That always drives me away. So I'm hoping it's a more natural flowing story with actual, like, people that feel like they're real people. All right. But yeah, it feels better than Engage, definitely. It feels like they learned a lot of lessons from older Fire Emblem games and have applied it here. But I'm hoping this trailer didn't take away all the mysteries. I'm hoping there's more. But yeah, give me your thoughts. No DLC? Why would they announce DLC now? Sugma, are you stupid? Imagine they announce DLC before the game comes out. No offense, guys. Anytime a game announces DLC before it's released, you have already gotten me in the worst of moods. So why are you surprised there was no DLC? Any game... Nintendo has one of the worst reputations in gaming right now. And if they do that shit again... Like, remember Donkey Kong? They immediately announced DLC. Or it was Pokemon as well. They immediately announced DLC before the game was out. Everyone was pissed. Like, you cannot do shit like that. Do I doubt there will be DLC? No, there's going to be DLC. But if you're trying to piss everybody else, if you're trying to piss off everybody, then announce that there's DLC right now. Sugma, you must have not been paying attention if you think it's a good idea to announce DLC. What is this? A month and a half before the game comes out? I'm glad you're not in charge of their marketing. Wait, you didn't? Oh, that was... Sorry, I'm so used to Sugma saying that. It was Adrian. Wow, Adrian, you just had a Sugma level comment. God damn. God damn. That's rough. Alright, well, I guess we're done with that. The game ain't even 1 year old enough to have DLC. Yeah, DLC and stuff is something you should wait, like, at least months into release. Because if you announce DLC before a game's release, you should just delay the launch of the game and include that DLC in it. No, I'm sorry. I read it because there's comments were nearby and their names are similar color. One's in orange and one's in reddish orange. So I made a mistake. My bad. I'm more used to Sugma saying dumb shit like that. Fire Emblem's core gameplay is being a tactical RPG. It later evolved into turn-based, but still keeping the tactical side. Wasn't it always a tactical RPG? The first Fire Emblem was a TRPG. Or SRPG. Strategy RPG. You don't have to apologize. He'll eventually say something dumb. That's so mean and so accurate. Hey, who's your favorite character thus far, guys? Who you got? Who you backing? I like the dark baddie, but I'm also down for like I'm also down for Griffith. That sounds pretty good to me too. Wow, it's easy for me. The two characters I'm down to play on are on the right side. The left side is not. All I know is I don't want to play as Kai. That's all I know. I don't care about stories like his. It's just I already gotta like fight the fact that the characters. The left side just seems too simple, guys. Kai's dad is imprisoned for crimes, so he wants to go to the Coliseum to free his dad. Super easy to understand. Not interesting to me whatsoever. This girl wants vengeance because her dad got slayed. Super basic, super simple, not interesting at all. These other two seem a bit more... seem to have more depth to it, so... yeah. I can't... the left side just isn't relatable to me at all, so... First, Dietrich, second, Letta, third, Theodora, and fourth, Kai. You're not gonna play. Kai's route is absolute cinema. Yeah, okay, there. Hey, Royal. Every game in this series had DLC since the 3DS era. Yeah, I'm saying there is gonna be DLC. You should just never announce DLC before the game's out. That's how you make it certain that everyone's pissed off at you. Dietrich is related to Mercedes? Huh. Doesn't that mean he has to survive this? Oh, if it's a prequel, that means he has to survive this. Hey, is anyone gonna get this? No offense, there's not enough happening in Fire Emblem to warrant an app like this. This doesn't work. I feel like once upon a time, maybe they could have pulled this off. But now that they only have Fire Emblem Heroes... yeah, good luck with that. Ugh. Is Letta related to Claude? Is that why she has to be upside down before she fires? There seems to be more weapons and variety, though. I mean, the gun is definitely that. I don't... Every time I see someone use the gun, it's gonna be harder and harder to feel like this is Fire Emblem. He's got a gun, guys. Gauntlets only run? Gun only run! No, that'd be so funny! Yo, is that an idea for next time? No, when we finally play? Gun only run? Alright, I need a moment, guys. I'll be, let's just do some just chatting. Take a quick break. He's got a gun, guys. You idiot, we all have guns.
They get Glocks and Faye before gauntlets. That's how you know that they have run out of ideas more than they already have Kappa.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually surprised Fire Emblem Heroes never did gauntlets, because it was such a... It was free. It was a free idea that they didn't take for some reason. I'm gonna try to do a gun run. That'd be funny. Yes, Alir has gauntlets in Heroes, yes. Why did they make it as part of gauntlets, though? That doesn't even make any sense on any level. Neither Monster Hunter? But Arrow, guns in Monster Hunter makes sense if you think about it. Like, you're trying to take out a giant monster. Why wouldn't you shoot something at it? Yeah, like the Indiana Jones meme. You know what a tonfa is? It's unbelievable that IS made B students work in Fae, but they couldn't figure out gauntlets. Yeah. I agree. I don't understand why I didn't do that. That one was an obvious move to make. But that's IS. There's a lot of obvious moves that they don't make for some reason. When is this game officially coming out, guys? So, I know no one's gonna believe me, but I'm gonna try to do a 3 Houses playthrough to set myself up. September 17th. So I'll have like a month and a half. I'll have like a month and a half. Good one, boss. Shut up. I want to try. Wait, why is it coming out on Thursday? Oh, because it's their Friday. You can't gaslight me. If I play, I'm not going to play the highest difficulty because I don't want to take forever to finish it. Do or do not, there is no try. Shut up. Stop giving me movie quotes, you bums. I'm glad Anna's is back again. How long would 3 Houses take? Because it's not fully voiced, and that's one of the reasons why it took me forever. Yeah, those supports are so long. I'm not doing all 4 routes, come on! Don't be stupid. Blue William, you say it's 40 to 50 hours? I already played 45 hours, and I'm not anywhere close to finishing. The reason is because if I have to read everything, it takes forever. If I do it, I can't. I'm not even gonna bother reading the non-voice sections. It'll just take too long. 80 hours. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if this is even doable. 80 hours is a long time. The time spent is depending on the person playing. Oh, no. That's such a cop-out. You know, game sites have like an average playthrough time. That's what I'm talking about. The average playthrough time. Obviously, it changes depending on person, but... Yeah, so if I don't bother reading the supports out, then I can actually finish it pretty quickly. So once the Academy arc is over, how long does the second half of the game take? I don't do Black Eagle. Because two of them are shorter. Yeah, it's the shorter one. But then I can't spend as much time on the characters. I'm just gonna skip through it. There's no way I can actually do all of it. The secret route. Second half can be speedrun if you build a cracked Edelgard. Okay. So when I was playing Three Houses, it wasn't like I was just a really bad player or some shit. It's just that the reading and the overworld stuff took so long. I think it was looking like 70% overworld and 30% gameplay. That's what it looked like. It was pretty whack. I don't want to hear this from you, Arrow. Whom we did ranking on in Nikkei. One of the worst members in his union. Nice. I don't hear from you. But Black Eagle is a shorter path. Then I'm doing Black Eagle. That just makes the most sense. It's not about in battles. As I said, the battles take a lot shorter time. You have to manage 3 accounts. Whose fault is that? I applied for other people too. Nice excuse. Alright, we're gonna do Gacha revenue list in just a bit, guys. I'm just giving myself a moment to rest up, and then, it's so hot in my room right now. It's 26 degrees outside, but it's just so hot. I can tell they don't hit as hard. That's so funny hearing from you. I bet you have arthritis in both your both your wrists. I bet you have arthritis. Your soul bet you have arthritis in every joint in your fingers. So when you play, you have like... you have like 10 separate instances of arthritis. No, 12. 5 fingers, 2 wrists. It's pretty bad. I do like how during the dungeon exploration it becomes Final Fantasy with a Fire Emblem skin. Is that how Final Fantasy is like? You have gaming chair for help? Yes. Gaming chair for Alice. Nice 9-inch snake. Oh shit, well. It's because it's so hot. I don't function when it's hot. Anyways, we'll do a real story tonight in the Matisse story part 1. It'll take about 2 hours. So yeah, let's get to Gacha revenue list and then let's do that. Nice take, Andre. No, I'm being mean. I shouldn't say that. He's gonna agree with me, even though stating things is not a take. The sky is blue. Nice take, Andre. Staring at the sun hurts your eyes. Nice take, Andre. Will you do the HSR Fate collab? Yeah, of course I will. What kind of question is this? I did it for... You gotta remember, I did it for the first part of the collab too. Of course I'll do it. I just gotta figure out when we can do it. Thanks, Sanguine, you too kind. No, I was being sarcastic. I was being a dick. The real question is, will you start Reverse 1999 for Atomic Hearts? No. No, why would I do that? Maybe he was sarcastic too. If you think Andre's being sarcastic... Sugma, I don't think your brain works. You've known Andre long enough, have you not? He's not being sarcastic. This is just how he is. Haven't you noticed? Thanks for your thanks of your sarcastic openly. Okay. All right. Let's do the Gacha review list. Oh man. I feel like people don't know what takes are anymore. You can't just... A take isn't a statement. Like a factual statement. That's not a take anymore. My take is 2 + 2 = 4. That's not a take. That's just what it is. All right. Let's do this. Do we know if this is a prequel or sequel? So here's the thing. We don't know, because we don't know what the 3 houses... Hey, guys, in 3 houses, do we have the calendar date? I don't remember this anymore. So, is it a different calendar then? Okay, so it's a different calendar system. So, yeah, we don't know. Them giving us a date doesn't mean anything, because there's different kinds of calendars. I like in real life, we set our calendar to, like, Jesus. after Christ. We're in the after Christ timeline. But in human history, it's not supposed to be like that. So next time a significant event happens, they'll just reset the timeline back to year zero. So if third impact happened, which is like the stuff in Evangelion, for example, that'd be terrible. We'll all be dead. But like, if such a thing happened, they would reset the timeline. So we'll go to year one. So yeah, it's hard to like take a date and have it mean anything without understanding, you know, the world events before and after. Alright, I'm ready. Not all countries follow the same calendar. Well, I didn't say that. I said we. Is there anyone in here who has a different calendar? Rex, are you a North Korean? Is that why you objected? No, I'm aware. I'm aware. Like, China's a great example because they had different calendars for different emperors and whatnot. That's why I know this. But, I was speaking of current times, in which case... Maybe... You guys... Hey, hold on. Does anybody remember when we used to do Fate trailers? We would do a vote, and at the end of it, I would check where the votes came from. And I would always check to see if we have a North Korean voting. And I think one time, we had, like, a vote from North Korea. You guys remember those days? A calendar is 365 days. That's my take. Thanks. Great take. Great take, Andre. But yeah, those were the days. Well, as Theodora's head get cut off, maybe she betrayed them. Or maybe they didn't like how the head looked, so they cut it off. Like Dwayne Wade. I remember that one North Korean guy got caught because it's North Korea. Yeah. You know, North Korea right now is showing off their water parks because it's so hot, which is hilarious. Alright, sorry, I was like finishing up my Brown Stew dailies. Let's do this. I still have to do my guild battle. Yeah, it's also really hot. It's really messing with me too. Alright, let me set up for Gacha revenue. Hold on, let me pull some pictures real quick before we start. Have you guys seen this girl? The Snow White? Holy shit. That is like wild. I've never even viewed Snow White as like hot before. Until I saw this girl, like holy shit. This is like this is the unobscured view. And you can tell she really likes Snow White. Look at the bag. Snow White pin. Snow White plushie. God damn. Snow White the model. But yeah, this is what she looks like fully in the full getup. I never knew it was so lewd if you just removed the armor pieces. Yeah. I think she's definitely Korean. She looks pretty good. She's wearing the plushie. Alright, anyways, let's do a Gacha revenue list. Girl? I'm sure this one's a girl. You can't fool me. Alright, I'm double checking. This is June, July. Alright, perfect. Let's do it. Gacha revenue list. I thought we were just doing the top 50? We are! But I always go through the bottom just to get a feel of how things are. Alright guys, welcome to Gacha Revenue List for June and July. Because we didn't do June, so it'll be both. So, in terms of EOS, Eversoul, I saw an announcement about that a while ago. It feels bad. Eversoul looks a good game. They made it to 3rd anniversary, only to EOS. Ash Echoes, Fellow Moon, EOS, EOS, EOS. But that's not all. Black Beacon has hit maintenance mode. Oh no. Starseed, maintenance mode. Already? This is Starseed? Wow. Damn. Only 5.47k reviews. Starseed came out officially globally on November 28th, 2024. So, less than 2 years, and it's already EOS. That's rough, guys. Can you guys believe how quick gacha games go EOS nowadays? That's why I wanted to check the date, because I was like, that's not an old game at all. So maintenance mode is when you stop making new content for something and you just keep the servers online until it stops making money, and in which case they close it down. So that's what it is. Counterside making 2000. Holy shit. Counterside was a good game one point. Guys, look how bad gacha games have gone. Even big IPs like Captain Tsubasa, which is really popular in Japan, 2000. Data Live, another fairly popular IP, 2000. Snowbreak Containment Zone. I feel so bad for them. This wasn't even them screwing up. You guys remember when Snowbreak wanted to be a serious sci-fi gacha game with a compelling story? That didn't work, so they rebrand themselves by removing all the guys in the game into a waifu collecting game. And that actually worked. They used to pull in like at least $1 million a month. Now, due to... they've been quiet on Twitter for like 1 month straight. And before that, they had to go basically into maintenance mode. Or worse than maintenance mode, servers offline for like a month. It was... people don't really know what's going on, but the thinking is it's probably because of government intervention. But yeah, it's dead. It's very much dead. There's no reason to spend money in a game that can't even stay open. So 21,750 to 4,750. Yeah. We're just waiting for it now when Snowbreak officially announces EOS. That's so sad. Let's keep going. Cat Fantasy. Oh my god, is this also going EOS? Cat Fantasy is another game that's not really old. Release August 20th, 2024. I remember when this came out, a couple of my friends played it. They asked me to play it, and I was just like, no, I don't really see the promise here. And yeah, another game that's sub 2 years and already in horrendous shape. Let's be going. Girls Frontline 1. This is fair, though. Girls Frontline 1 was even older than Fire Emblem, and now they have Girls Frontline 2. Right now, there's only 121 players online, bro. But it is a mobile game, so that doesn't count the mobile. I honestly don't know why everybody wants to make a gacha game. It's so competitive. Yu Yu Hakusho, One Punch Man, those are good IPs, making no money. Cookie Run over Smash? What is this? New game. Came out March 25th, 2026. Where's our Cookie Run Kingdom guy? Any explanation on this? Cookie Run Kingdom does really well. They made another game and it's doing badly. Taimanin Squad? Well, that game should be 18 plus, honestly, for it to do really well. Horizon Walker! You guys remember we watched Psyche's video on this? Jeez, even a full-on Gooner game doesn't generate cash. 150k. Now, of course, this is only revenue based off of mobile, so it's not with Steam. But if you're doing this poorly on mobile, you can't be like, oh, they're making like 3 times more money on Steam. That's not how this works. Illusion Connect Re. Is this the relaunch? Yeah, that's the relaunch. June 3rd, 2026. There's a reason why this game died originally. And I don't understand why... Ooh, sorry, I hit my microphone. I don't understand why people relaunch dead gacha games. If they died, why would you think bringing them back would do anything better? They just have more competition, and it's even harder to make a dated gacha game work. They had 270,000 downloads in June and only 11,000 July. Yikes. Oh, it's a team fighting game. I see. For Cookie Run. Tower Fantasy. Wow. So I always like looking at Tower Fantasy because Neverness to Everness essentially is made by the Tower Fantasy guys who handle one of the developments in their game, and to see how NTE is doing so much better is hilarious. Alright, Valkyrie Connect. Honkai Gakuen! Wait, this is... No, I don't know what this is. 2016. I thought this was a new game. My bad. Wow, Momosu Gundam UC Engage completely dropped off as well. Muv-Luv! That's a great series. New game, February 25th, 2026. New-ish game within 6 months. I love the Muv-Luv series, their visual novel series, and then the anime series, and now a video game series. Star Savior, rest in peace. They can't even keep up with... Look at all these gacha games, less than 1 year and already in trouble. Launched to 1.5 million, then 2.5 million, and then immediately drops to 400k, 300k. Yikes. It's so hard to do well, huh, guys? Let's keep going. Brave Souls Bleach is still around, incredibly. Soul 2015 game. We have a clip of us rating someone from who played that from years ago. I'll never forget. It's so funny. Sword Convaleria also in trouble. It's almost anniversary. Wait, it is anniversary. August is anniversary. So anniversary is usually when they do better. 1.5 mil. We'll see what they are this month. But yeah, that's problematic as well. They do have a healthy player base on Steam right now, 678. But yeah, SLC from 572,000 to 520,000. It's an excellent game. It's just unfortunately not blowing up because I think Fire Emblem Heroes burned everybody out from that genre of games. Madoka Magia Exedra. I always screw it up. Healthy player base 644. And yeah, generally speaking, was doing well. 1.75 mil, 1 mil, 980k, 660k. They were doing well. dropping off a bit as well. There will be slow months in a game, so it's not in the world. Lost Sword really went up. This is the actual Gunnar game. Oh, that's why it went up. Because it's now an anniversary. July 30th, 2025. 1 year in for Lost Sword. Mecharashi is an interesting one. I always am tempted to play Mecharashi. I like that kind of game, but I don't think it's very good streamable. PGR down 29 ranks to 85th. Rough. As everybody knows, PGR is the first game from Kuro Games that like actually got attention. SLA down to 82nd. That's not bad though. This game is still making money. That's at least like 20 mil a year. 2 years in, 20 mil a year. That's not bad. They are using all that money for other things. Like they made another Soul Leveling of Rise Overdrive. Like they are making other games with its assets. Princess Connect. Oh, I wish Princess Connect did better, but it is fairly old. Langrisser managed to keep its ranking at 80th. That's not bad. Average over $1 million. They need to fix this. How do I get in contact with these people? Langrisser Mobile did not launch November 2nd, 1999. That would make it the oldest gacha game on this list. That's not bad. Heaven Burns Red, the fall off. Can it get any worse? That's the lowest revenue in a year. Heaven Burns Red used to be top 10, but they completely screwed their game over with the rampant power creeping. Imagine if you played Fire Emblem Heroes or Nikkei, and you had SSRs and 5 stars, and then they did a 6-star, and now you do SSSRs. That's essentially what they did. That completely, like they wanted to create a new classification of heroes, completely screwed up the game. Also, AFK Journey, Honkai Impact 3rd, Southern Distance, Origins. These are games that used to do really well too. All drop off too. They announced the final chapter for Heaven Burns Red. Yeah, so they're wrapping it up, which is fair. Hey, where's Vic? Vic always tells me to play Epic 7, and I'm like, why? Epic 7 does worse than Faye nowadays. Not to talk shit, it's just Epic 7 has really slowed down. And in his other suggestion, play Persona 5, the Phantom X. Well, it's the same problem. Both of these games, I feel like at this point, it's kind of doomed. JJK Phantom Parade, I thought this game would do better with the new season of JJK. Which, to be fair, it did do better. Wow, 2.5, 3.2, 3.4. But it's wrapped up since then, so. And it's 3 years. As long as the anime keeps airing and brings in new content, I think they'll be fine. So this is a game with like a continuing IP. And we still have the second half of the calling games. So yeah, I would say they're fine, even if things drop off once in a while. Wait, Kuma, I tried watching people play Epic 7, but nobody was streaming it. Wizardry Variants Daphne? Oh my god. People have been asking me to try this game out. I want to try it out. This is a dungeon crawler gacha game. That's not bad. Alright, we finally got to Fire Emblem Heroes, not in the top 50 as usual. They are now all the way to 60th. 2 mil, 2 mil, 1.9 mil. Very stable in revenues because of the same whales purchasing the game. Purchasing in the game. As for downloads, oh, it's so bad. Guys, how many people do you think need to download your game every month for your game to be healthy? Now, of course, people will say, well, everybody who wants to download the game has already downloaded the game. No. That's not how this works. There will always be more people coming into your franchise if it's a continuing IP, and Fire Emblem is a continuing IP. Lo and behold, we just watched a Fire Emblem Direct today with Fortune's Weave. You would think that would bring in more excitement for associated games, especially if said game is free to play, which Faye is. But yeah, July is its worst month of downloads. I don't even blame players because they couldn't bring people back with Hot Summer Heroes, which every gacha game does hot summer banners and whatnot, like bikini girls and stuff. Fire Emblem the last two special banners were among the worst I've ever seen. They did Hot Spring Part 2 after not doing it for like 5 years because they knew how bad it was. And then they did Athletic Wear. I don't know what they're doing. That brings no excitement to the game whatsoever. Anyways, it's not hard to see how the fall off has happened. Cookie Run Kingdom out of top 50 as well. Wow. Cookie Run Kingdom still ahead of Faye though. But yeah, what happened to Cookie Run Kingdom? Look at them. 4 mil, 5 mil, 5 mil, 2 mil, 2 mil. What happened? Are the cookies not selling? Anyways, this is why I went to download. See, this is what I mean. Cookie Run Kingdom, even though it's only making $100,000 more than Faye, look at them. They're still bringing in players. Virtually almost 10 times more downloads per month. Alright, Memento Mori, Love Rush Chronicles, Disney Twisted Wonderland. These are some weird games. Well, maybe not Memento Mori. Chaos Zero Nightmare out of top 50. Yo, that's crazy. This game is still fairly new, not even 1 year old. 6.65, 6.8. I didn't think they'd be out of top 50. All right. Brown Nest 2 also out of top 50. 5 mil in June to 2.8 in July. I think things are looking pretty iffy going forward. The most recent broadcasts from the devs for Brown Nest 2 had some scary news in it. Oh, Chaos Zero Nightmare has some drama going on? Oh, I see. Yeah, the future censorship was probably going to even hurt more going forward. Okay, guys, we're officially in top 50. Bleach Soul Resonance starts off top 50 at 2.9 mil. Light and Night, they probably had a big event. 11.34 dropping to 2.94. Usually what happens when you have a big event in a game. So that big event was probably... Yeah, so 11.34 during Anniversary. Every time it's the month after Anniversary, spending falls because everybody spent all their money during Anniversary. So that makes sense. Limbus Company into top 50. Wow. Let's go, Limbus Company. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. 17,000 players online right now. 114,000 reviews. Very positive. And you might be like, that's a lot of reviews. Must be an old game. 2023 is not super old. It's also not Anniversary. They've just been straight fire recently. 100k downloads in July. Nice. That's healthy. Now, Paranoise. We gotta watch a video about this, guys. I saw the ad for this game and I picked it up. I want to check it out on stream with you guys. It came out March 24, 2026. Do you want to know something? Here, I'll show you. So here's the thing, guys. People tell me AI makes it so they don't play gacha games. The moment a game says they use AI, you leave, or you get angry, or you review bomb, and all of that. What if, from the very get-go, the game just uses generative AI? This game uses AI, and it has easily returned whatever amount of money they spent on this game. The fact that its first month is $4.8 million, despite the fact that it's openly using AI, is wild to me. Do people just not care? Because I think it's so funny. I remember when NTE used a little bit of AI, people freaked the fuck out. I remember when Shift Up talked about using AI, people freaked the fuck out. Like, where are we with this? Because I feel like for most people, if it's hard for them to tell it's AI, it doesn't bother them whatsoever. And I think that's what happened with Paranoise. So, the average player who looks at this stuff, they don't mind it. Anyways, aside from AI-assisted story cutscenes, the game features idle AFK battling, yeah. Features generative AI elements to animate and refine comic panels. Yep. Sometimes looking jarry or inconsistent. Yep, people can tell, but it doesn't stop people from playing. Has anyone else heard of Paranoise? r/anti-AI. People are trying to like bring this up, but it hasn't affected anything. Anyways, I'll play this game sometime soon as well. I'm interested. But yeah, look at this. You would look at the revenue and be like, that probably means they're not doing well. 390k in the first month, 1.3 mil. But look at this money. It's been increasing despite using AI. Yeah. That's crazy, guys. That's one of the ones that really caught my attention. Let's keep going. 7 Lessons Grand Cross. Azure Lane dropped off all the way to 42nd, down 3 rankings. 3.18 million in July, followed by 4.48 in June. You know why this is a big deal, guys? I'll show you. Wait, did they not make a YouTube video about it? What the heck? Okay. That is weird. So, I want to show you guys the PV for the Azure Lane near Automata collab, but there is none. Somehow. So in July, they did a Near Automata collab, but apparently they did such a bad job, they never even featured it. And it's funny that when we search up near Azure Lane Near Automata, you get Nikkei Near Automata. But yeah, this is what they did. They did a Near Automata collab back in July. Chemo Cheese said it was the biggest collab yet. No. It felt half-assed. It didn't make any sense to me, and I questioned how this would even help the game. You didn't even have to poll for 2B. What are you doing? Everybody would spend money to poll for 2B. Why did you just give her away? Anyways, none of that made any sense to me. So imagine doing a Near Automata collab event, then you get the hot girls in Near Automata, and you just give them away. As a result, the revenue in July was the lowest all year long. What a fumble. Your lowest revenue of the year is when you collab with Near Automata in a waifu collecting game. What are you doing, Yostar? Look to Nikkei. When they had the Near Automata collab, that was one of their best months of revenue ever. How do you F that up? Unfathomable to me that you F up a Near Automata collab. It felt half-assed. And the results speak for itself. It was half-assed. Is it not on Twitter? Yeah, so the fact of the matter is, they didn't even put it on their YouTube channel. What are they doing? Azure Lane had a Near Automata collab? Yes, they did. Do you understand why I'm like so pissed now? They did such a bad job. If your game gets Near Automata as a collab, shout it to the moon. Make sure everybody knows of it. They fumbled the hell out of it. Look. Look, guys. Near Automata. See? This should have been free money. Why did you even bother doing collab if you're not gonna make it a big deal? I thought the worst collab I've seen thus far was ReZero and Nikke. I really thought that was bad. So bad. But this is even worse. Look at that cake. Who doesn't like hot girls in their gacha games? Wait, hold on. That's so funny. Guys, those are baguettes. Why is there bread? What? Why is there bread? Okay, whatever. Anyways. Yeah, see? It went until July 29th and nobody knew about it. They really screwed this up. Look at this. Look at this. On Twitter, they did try, but as a whole, they did not try. Oh shit, that's hot. Well, Azure Lane still knows how to be hot. I am trying to find the PV for Nier Automata, guys. There's no PV! No way. Like, they mentioned Yorha. What? Is there really no PV? No way. No. No way. Guys, the reason why they don't have a PV for Azure Lane X Nier Automata on YouTube is because there is no PV. These are nice wallpapers to have, by the way. I put this on my phone. Holy shit, that's awesome. There's no PV. Unbelievable. You don't even animate a 2-minute short preview of Nier Automata. What fools! Alright, I'm glad they got burned. Worst collab I've seen in a gacha game. Congratulations, Azure Lane. You have taken the crown. You take such a legendary franchise as Nier Automata with such iconic characters to be, and you cannot even be bothered to advertise on your YouTube channel, cannot be bothered to get a PV, cannot be bothered to even do the event well. Completely forgettable event. And you gave them away for free. You earned it. Imagine it's your collab month, and you earn the lowest amount of money in 12 months. You've earned it. That's clownish behavior. Alright, well, did they at least get more downloads? And the answer is no! Oh my god, that's a failure in every which way. You didn't make more money, you made less. You didn't get more downloads, you got less. How is that possible? Second lowest download for Azure Lane of the year. Unbelievable. I'm done. I'm done. That is so triggering. Wow. I still love Azure Lane and I still play it every day, but how can you be that bad? Unfathomable. All right, Torchlight Infinite is a new game. What is this? Azure Lane Studios Yostar, which is our guys who are publishing Heaven Burns Red as well for global. This looks like AI. I need to check right now. Is this AI? Oh shit. It's not AI. They're not disclosing it as AI. Have you guys seen this? Is this the mermaid gacha game? It looks like AI, like the way it does. Are we sure it's not AI? This is like the exact kind of shit AI loves doing. Well, they're not disclosing it's AI. It's been out since 2023 though. If you play Torchlight 1 or 2 and are expecting this to be like that, it's nothing like that. It is a soulless bastard child of that. Go play Path of Exile instead or Diablo, because this ain't Chief. Wow. Wow, that's bad. Okay. So, I guess they started tracking for the first time here? I don't know. None of this makes sense to me. Let's be going. Tears with the Miss from Hoyoverse, 3.44 mil. Girls Frontline 2, up 8 ranks to 3.5 mil. Nice. Blue Archive, down 14. Oh, shit. We were just talking about drama. Hey, how come so many gacha games has had, like, major drama in the last month, guys? So, Blue Archive, from what I understand, they have permanently nerfed their pull system. And in any gacha game, you should know, never F with the player's polls. And they openly and publicly did it. I remember reading a tweet about it, like, weeks ago. And yeah, 3.9 million in July, falling off from 6.93. That is not its lowest mark. Actually, it's not even... I think it's like 6th lowest mark, but that's alright. That's like middling. Downloads dropped from 149k to 90k. Is it getting review bombed? Overwhelmingly negative.
Blue Archive's drop can still not be fully explained by the drama, because we still not at the big first banner by the time of the month cut off.
Well, you can tell it's being review bombed. Ever since July 24, 5.2 thousand negative reviews. They just decided to cut the gacha system for the 5.5 anniversary. Amazing move by corporate. We all love this decision. Wahoo! Truly this is an update that we players always wanted. Thank you, Nexon, for saving us. So I guess it was only a matter of time before Nexon lost their minds. Due to recent changes in the gacha mechanic, I can no longer recommend this game. Yep. They brought in the CEO from EA. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? That's why this happened? EA used to be an amazing company. They basically lucked out in that they got bought out. Because had they been allowed to continue to run it by themselves, they would have ran it into the dirt. Now we're making changes to gacha systems for the worst. TLDR, we don't get to pick anymore. 50-50 at 100 polls will guarantee at 200 when a lot of banners have 2 or more characters. Oust the new CEO and blast them out the game industry along with the rest of those leeches. Wow. F you, Patrick Soderlund. F whoever the F trying to destroy Blue Archive. And F you, Nexon, for letting those greedy ex-EA join your company. I know you're a greedy S of a B, but I never knew you would stoop so low. Yes, nobody believes the Nexon begin with, but congratulations, Patrick Soderlund. You have done it. Embark Studio CEOs Patrick Soderlund has been named executive chairman of Nexon. Oh god. Yeah, he's perfect for he's perfect though for Nexon. He's perfect for Nexon. Nobody else, but for Nexon, that's perfect. I wish we had more positive news to talk about, but lately I feel like I've just been watching all these game companies trip over themselves to do the worst things possible. So rest in peace, Blue Archive. I hope people understand when game companies are willing to sacrifice players for money, they've lost the plot. You should not support companies. Like, I've said this before. Nintendo's the kind of company that will sacrifice 1,000 players to earn $1 more. For real. That's how little they value you. For most companies, they would easily spend $1 to make 1,000 players happy. Now, scale that up. What about $100? $1,000? $10,000? $100,000? $1 million? How many players are they willing to lose? When a company can't figure that out, how backwards that is, they don't deserve it. And they don't deserve your time and your joy and anything ever again. So Blue Archive, unfortunately, has fallen in that. Rest in peace. Hey, Dragon Traveler, is this new? No, it's not. I just don't recognize it. January 8th, 2025, though. It's not 1 year in. Marvel Contest Champions. 5 mil, 4 mil. Reverse 1999. Is this with the collab? Or is that next month? So Reverse 1999 is getting an Atomic Heart collab, and I was wishing them the best. I have felt like it was unfair that for Atomic Hearts to be attacked so often just because they have Russian ties. And you guys might be like, Russia's bad because it's start war and all that. Yeah. But these are game devs. This isn't the same thing. Just because the Russian government is involved in like a lot of businesses in Russia. You can't just be like, I'm supporting nothing of Russia because they got money from the government or they're tied into the government. The way Russia works is that the government is tied into everything. That's why they can afford to wage a war. Like, it's not their fault. We can't just fault them for being born Russian and staying in Russia. That's not how this works. Anyways, I'm glad to see that it's actually not doing bad. 3.4 to 4.3. Let's see if they gained any players during then. Yeah, they did. So this is what it's supposed to look like, guys. Now, this isn't super high up, but if you get a collab or you're about to get a collab, you should expect your downs to go up as people prepare for the collab. So that's what happened. 66k. If I give you bits, do you want to watch Atomic Hearts PV? Yeah, sure. I am curious what it looks like. Yeah, you can say the Reverse 1999 collab causes drama, but they have overcome the drama because they've earned more money and they've gotten more downloads. 6 minutes? It's that long? Wow. I expect Blue Archive to EOS 2026. That's rough, dudes. I'll do it for 1,000. Oh, sorry guys, got a phone call. Hello? Hello? Hi, I'm well. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Oh. Yep. Sorry, what is this for? Okay, and which company is this?
It's a skydev.com. You can check the website.
Okay.
So, like, how many bedrooms do you have on the top floor?
Sorry, what's... how did you get my number?
I got your number from the Canada directory list, and we are running a promotion, and that's why we are calling the people and vital services, events, and furnace.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Can you tell me, like, do you have one gas furnace in your basement?
We have 3. He hung up. You can't have 3 gas furnaces. He just immediately hung up. Dude, it's somebody in India trying to scam me. You know the answer to this. Alright, let's go back to this. They're just trying to scam you, man. These are funny ass scams. You guys could hear it, right? Oh man. Last time I got a call like this, I said I had 2 gas furnaces, which is also not possible, but they still went with it. But if you say you have 3, that's too much that even they recognize that doesn't make sense.
Link, just keep in mind, here you go. Keep in mind our 1999's YouTube channel just came back up from being hacked. View counts may be incorrect.
Okay, sure. I'll check it out after this. It sounded like a scammer voice, right? Yeah, it's... You kind of like pick up on it right away. Alright, sorry. That was funny. Every time I get a phone call like that, I always mess with them. I always mess with them. Oh, fuck. I forgot to ask him for his name. They always... Whenever you ask them for their name, they think they can pull it off. They're like, my name is John White Smith, the third. I was born in Canada, and my great-grandfather was German, and my grandma was British. Like, you're like, no. No. These guys always try to, like, give you some absolute nonsense. I forgot to ask for his name. That would've been so funny. They always give you the most bullshit names that you're definitely not white, you know? Alright, anyways. Yeah, my name's Jeff. Yeah. Jeff Anderson. Alright, let's be going. Alright, sorry, where were we? Okay, One Piece Bounty Rush. 4.6 to 4.5. Sure. Ensemble Stars 4.425 to 4.56. Sure.
And here's a 500 more cause I'm waiting for my Twitch Prime to renew.
Yay! Thank you, Gamings. Appreciate it. All right, I'll definitely check it out, but let me just finish this first so it's easier to like edit. Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage. Oh, my heart goes out to Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage. Still, top 30 is good. 5.8 to 5.4. They sponsored me one time, and I'll never forget. They sponsored me twice. Sorry, they sponsored me twice. I'll never forget. You know, when people tell me a gacha game doesn't have to rely on hot girls to sell, I agree. There are a couple games that make that happen, and Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage is definitely one of them. All right, Beyond the World went from 54th to 28th. Wow. Wow, look at this revenue, guys. Wild. A China-only gacha game, not even 2 years in, making the bucks. I bet this is a Fujoshi game. Let's find out. They said it's a great Otome game, ruined. They said it's a great Otome game, ruined. Oh, shit. Oh. This is what girls want, guys. You know, when I make my V2 model, I'm going to make myself look like this. I'm going to make myself the most...
你是否想过，这世界之外
beautiful man
还
ever
有什么？
with nice jawline, big
一个任务
hands, tall and handsome.
某一天早晨，你在床上醒来， 路上捡到的。
Their YouTube channel only has 1,000 subscribers. The video has 333 views. All right.
路上捡到的，给你拿着玩。你真的不记得了吗？
Dude, there's so much gay tension between the guys.
是有人故意这么做的。
Sometimes I feel like the girls forget.
谁和你说过我是玩家了？
Aren't you supposed to want to bang the guys, not the guys bang each other? I'm always confused in these Fujoshi games.
怕就别看。
Oh my god.
我不想再失去重要的人了。
Yeah, I don't want to lose important people either, but...
好。别过来！怎么回事？游戏不应该已经结束了吗？
This is what girls are into?
任务失败了。
Is this Titanic?
这还不是结局。
It's Chinese Titanic. Oh, no, we're into fancy China now.
带你去找秘境。
Whales, that's symbolism for how they want whales to be in their game.
目标已经锁定。
What the heck is this game? What is this game? What am I watching? Were they seagulls? No, I think they were like gargoyles. They look like seagulls for a moment.
It's the same logic as the real drama means I sometimes watching cute girls banging and kissing each other is hotter and more wholesome than watching them being railed by some guy. Like
Okay.
a cock Ninzai.
I guess you're... What is this game?
惊险，这里的晚上并不安全。不要进入他
Some Shao guy telling you the night is scary
本次任务里最危
and
险的存在
unsafe. Was that Indiana Jones?
是他们的神。
Is that a vampire? What the hell did I just watch?
欢迎来到世界之外的世界，一切才刚刚开始。
Did anybody here get a feel for what this game is about? It's probably a mystery game. Murder mystery? I see this in like every Otome game where the guy walks up to the girl and forcibly takes her in. This is what all the Fujoshis want in their lives. To be held by a strong man telling them what to do, huh? Look at his ridiculously long fingers. My god, those Fujoshi hands. Those yaoi hands, sorry.
看我吗？
Yes, just keep looking at him. Alright, anyways. I didn't know anything about this game. Okay, you guys might look at the views and be like, nobody's playing this game. You gotta remember, YouTube is banned in China, and this is a Chinese-only game. But that gets you to think, why in the world do they have a YouTube channel for a game that's only playable in China? Why make a YouTube channel when nobody can watch your videos in China where you are servicing them? It's kind of weird. Okay. Oh yeah, it's for Taiwan. You're right. That's why no one's watching it. Let's keep going. On my Yoji, $5.793 million. Life makeover. What is this? Okay, I haven't seen this on a list before. That's huge money, almost 6 million. Summoner Wars. Wow, out of top 10, but still in top 30. Up 8 ranks, 5 mil to 6 mil. Infinity Nikki, congratulations on still being alive after you completely gaffed everything. They're getting near 2 years of, actually a year and a half, but getting near 2 years of existence. Damn. The ratings have really fallen off. This game could have taken over the world had they not gaffed it up. Shalverse up 15 ranks to 6.55. Nice. Big PP. Wow. Also mostly negative. Holy shit. I thought Shadowverse was doing better. No, 29% of user reviews in the last 30 days are positive. Wow. Every gacha game is doing bad right now, huh? Clash of Critters. I heard about this. Dude, is this from like the team behind Neopets or something? That's old school.
Hey, didn't you say you'd check out Infinity Nikki and Slasher Love in Deep Space?
Yeah. I still do. Interesting. Weird game. It feels like a Flash game reorganized into a gacha. All right, let's go. We're almost in the top 20, guys. SDG. Oh my gosh. SD Gundam G Generation Turno out of top 10. And out of top 20 as well. Wow, what a fall off. Dokkan. Out of top 10 by far, but in top 20 still. Barely. 9 mil. Puzzle and Dragons. Super old gacha game. 2012. Still making big bucks. Shout out to them. Down 6 rankings to 19th, but yeah, it's still impressive. Arcanines Enfield, 9.5 to 9.79. So, it probably is safe to say at this point that Arknights will be an okay gacha game, but it's not threatening for top 10. Not even close anymore. They started so strong, 28.55, 26, 22, 17.2, all the way to 4.77, but then they brought it back up, so it's not a disaster anymore. 4.77 was such a big red flag because that's a massive drop off. 9.52 to 9.79. From what I hear, Arknights has a lack of content issue right now. So, a new gacha game usually struggles with these things anyways. Yeah, last 7 months, I think they're stabilizing. And if they stabilize around 10 mil, that's pretty good. They're still getting good downloads too, 389,000. It's not bad. Battle Cats will never make any sense to me. Whoa! Love and Deep Space from number 1 all the way to 16. Now, remember what I said, guys, about the drama being there's so much drama in the last month. Love and Deep Space was one of those gacha games hit by the drama wave in the last month. I remember there was a video on it. It was super long. I didn't watch it. Wow, I didn't believe it. Like, usually when they tell me there's a drama involving like Genshin or whatever, I'm like, okay, whatever, I don't care. Most players won't care. And then Genshin next month still number 1, right? Like, that's usually what happens. I didn't think it would be this bad. I do think something would have happened. But 15 ranks. Guys, what's 16 minus 15? 1. They were first place last month all the way to 16th. What happened? This is their lowest revenue of the year by far. How do you manage to piss off the Fujoshis? They're over a year and a half into their existence. Downs are still really high, so they didn't lose the momentum. They just lost the spending of players that already play the game. I didn't think girls knew how to boycott. Wow, that sounds sexist. I didn't know Fujoshis knew how to boycott. I thought they couldn't resist their hot guys and that they would continue to be with them regardless. Yeah, guys, look, people are saying the boycott worked. Wow. Love and Deep Space boycott erupted in late June and July 2026 after developer Infold Games, Paper Games, abruptly announced a 6th love interest, Valko. Wait, why is that bad? Isn't more the better? Also referred to as Ao Yin, causing a massive community backlash, severe revenue drops of over 73%, and eventual complete cancellation of the character. Wait, why is this bad? Why were people upset to get more options? Wait, what? The Chinese player space criticized Valko's rugged, westernized aesthetic. They didn't like how Western he was? As a clash with the established style, objected his lore position as a leader of the villainous ever group that harmed existing favorites. What am I reading? What am I reading here? So, obviously everyone who plays Love in Deep Space would have a character they like the most, or characters. But the fact that they were introducing another character is what caught... Are they serious? Isn't it normal for gacha games to get new characters, guys? Correct me if I'm wrong. Outrage escalated into severe historic and social sensitive claims. What? Including backlash over a reference number tied to a World War II Unit 731. Yeah, they did horrible experiments on people and committed war crimes. Yeah. Dialogues have been released to a real-world crime case, leading to intense real-world protests outside of Steel's offices. Are we sure? While the Chinese fanbase largely pushed for the cancellation, the global Western community reacted with severe disappointment, launching massive petitions and counter boycotts to bring Valco back. Yeah, that's what I thought. This doesn't even make sense to me. What? Is it really just about adding a character? That's crazy. So, obviously the West doesn't see the issue of all this, right? The West wouldn't mind a more Western-looking character. And most people who play gacha games recognize adding characters as a normal part of it. And they obviously don't have the historical context of Japanese Unit 731 tormenting people and doing human experiments. But I didn't think it would be that big of a drop. Obviously, most of the revenue is from China. So if China has an issue with this, then yeah, that's what really hurts them. What's wrong with this look? How's this more Western? This guy is clearly Asian. This is some, like, Twilight stuff. You guys remember? It was Tyler Lautner, right? Who played the werewolf guy? Or was the werewolf guy? Gives me that kind of vibes. Said as a 189 centimeter werewolf leader CEO. Oh, okay, he is a werewolf. There you go. That was pretty clear. Isn't Twilight Western? Yes, that was the point, yeah. Oh, it would hurt their gacha pull rates. Oh my god. That is so funny. So if they add a character, it would hurt their rates on getting stuff about the character they like. Hey, to my fellow gacha players in chat, isn't that just normal? If they add a character, they join the pool, decreases your chance of getting a character you like. Alright. I'm gonna stop memeing. I get it. They have favorites. They want to spend more time with their favorites. They don't want devs to waste their time on characters that they don't care about. But the fact that they won't even let him have a chance is crazy to me. Chinese female players hate the wolf bear type characters because they think the characters look gay. What? Because they think the characters look gay. I don't know how to break this to them, but every character in that game looks gay to me. They don't want to attract gay male players. What? Don't they know they have gay male players? Don't want the dev to fawn over male players. What the hell are we... I don't understand. I'm trying to understand, but I understand. What am I reading? God damn. I don't know. I don't understand. God damn, this is why I could never attract Fujoshis. I just can't think the same as them. I don't understand anything. Okay, you guys can give me your thoughts on that drama. I really don't know what to make of it. I don't know how he's connected to 731, and he's a werewolf. As far as I know, the Japanese didn't have werewolves. But okay, I'll get off of all this. But I do have to give them props. Love and D-Space players, for Joshis in particular, Chinese female players, they know how to boycott. This is how you get a company to listen to you. When essentially 3/4 of the revenue disappears from one month to another, that forces people to listen to you. So they know what to do, and they did it. Yeah, I'm not gonna go deeper than that, but yeah, Koga, you picked it up. Neverness to Everness, down 4 ranks to 15th, now firmly out of top 10. That's kind of scary because I think Neverness to Everness is excellent, but 6.74 in their first month, but you gotta remember, they launched very late in the month, April 28th. In their first full month, 23.57 was monstrous, 13.95, 10.82. Downloads, 3.9 million, 5.9 million, 830k, 590k. So 6 months in is when you really see how good a gacha game is, because everyone plays in the first 2 months, but after the first 2 months, that's when the test starts beginning. So we'll see how they do. I think they're solidly going to be a top 30 gacha game. Maybe even hold their own on top 20, but I thought they had a potential to be top 10. Dragon Ball Legends, down 6 ranks out of top 10 to 15.6 million to 15.5 million. So this is not because they made less money. They held revenue, essentially. But because it's more competitive from the other gacha games. Let's keep going. Uma Musume Pretty Derby up 2 ranks. 11.85 to 16 million. Nice. Uma is weird. They've been going all over the place. Look how strong revenues were. And it completely fell off in April and started slowly climbing up again. I don't know what to make of it. Downs went up as well. Sword X Staff. I heard about this game. So I saw this game. Oh my god. Yeah, I heard about this game and I saw the Konosuba. That's right. I saw the Konosuba collab on Google Ads. This is a more old school gacha game. This is like a gacha game you would find 10 years ago. In the same vein of like Girls Frontline, Fire Emblem Heroes, right? Like the more Flash kind of looking aesthetics. .6 stars, 108k reviews. That's insane, actually, just for a couple months. One of a kind, third way RPG. Primarily positive. Interesting. Minato, aren't you one of the Love and Displays players? Since you're a woman. Anyways, Sword X Staff. It'll be interesting to see how they do. Again, how a gacha game really does is you find out within the first 6 months. 3 months in, they're still looking good, though. Down numbers are still really strong, so we'll find out. Now, the one I have been waiting for, I didn't know it came out. Hololive Dreams, officially out. $17 million in July, despite only being 10 days, 9 days worth of revenue. Has a mixed rating. What? 3.2 million downloads. Let's check it out. I've seen clips of this, but I didn't know it was out. Did you guys know this was out? Unfortunately, a lot of my favorite Hololive girls are now retired. I don't think they're in this. Guys, if anyone spots a retired girl, let me know. I would have loved to see Aqua. Hey, that looks fun! I like Subaru. I like how they're going for Sora. Or the first idol they have as the... I mean, she really was the... Oh! That's Suisei. She's my favorite. But I like how they have Sora as like the cover girl. There's Marine. Is this... What? What is this? Is this Fall Guys? You just play a bunch of small mini games with the Hololive girls. Yeah, there's no retired girl. The VN parts look really good. Mokoko. Yeah, I saw this image. A full-fledged rhythm game. Oh my god. Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage finally has competition. This makes a lot of sense. There's so many songs from Hololive. 150 songs at launch. Insane. But yeah, I can't wait to... maybe can't wait's the wrong wording. But I do want to check it out. Not optimized for PC, though. Okay. Minigame bloat. Yeah. Alright, that's interesting. This is more... I don't think this is a streaming game. This is a game you play personally to spend with the idols that you really enjoy and like. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I still listen to Suisei music off stream, so that's huge. It was always going to be popular. I don't think just because you have a good IP, it was always going to be popular. Because Hololive has flops, if you remember. They've tried other big things and it didn't work out. So you can't just say it's automatic. Wait, I'm going to Google it real quick. Yeah, this is it. Here. So when we talk about Hololive being guaranteed to work, their most ambitious project was Holo Earth. And it just closed down June 28th. They announced this back in 2021. They put a ton of money into it. Everyone thought it was going to be successful. And it wasn't. Holo Earth, a metaverse video game developed by Cover as one of the projects in Hololive Alternative. It was released in 2024, announced in 2021. I remember this because this was the biggest project they were working on. And people were thinking like this is a great way to experience, like this. The performances in it. Experience like the concerts and stuff. Like... as a way to experience virtual concerts. I remember this because I wanted to attend one. Yeah, like that. Sorry, it's copyrighted. Like, you can see a performance up close. Like, I thought this would work because Hololive concerts do really, really, really well. They tried really hard on this. But yeah, like online virtual concerts. What is Sang's defending now? I'm not defending it. I'm saying I thought it would be successful and it wasn't. You can't just assume because they're Hololive, everything will work out. Because that's not true. They spent so much money on that thing and they just closed it. Okay, we're into top 10 officially now, guys. Arknight's up 2 ranks, back in the top 10, $18.55 million. Huge money for such an old game. Now, guys, I don't know what to say. Did you guys think Arknights would make more money than Enfield? Seriously, they're like doubling Arknight Enfield's money. This is why I wanted a Fire Emblem Heroes 2. Because you could try 2 different things and revitalize your game. Because whenever we talk about the concept of releasing a new game, therefore you will destroy your old game's revenue, that's not true. Because you can look at the revenue, it's still comparable to how it was before launching Arknight's Enfield. Now, it should drop a little bit because some players will be playing the new game more. And therefore spending more money there. But look, In December 2025, 10 million, 16.95 million, right? That's before Enfield launched. So it is never a guarantee things will just be bad just because you release another game. Anyways, Arknights is probably not the best example because they do everything excellently. So that's probably like what it looks like at its best. Pokemon TCG has dropped off a lot too. From its heyday of 53 mil, 49 mil, all the way down to 19 mil and 14 mil last month. 1.5 million downloads though is still really, really high. So Pokemon TCG Pocket is just past Arknights at 90 mil. Fate Grand Order from 9th to 8th, 14.1 mil to 20.2 mil. Fate always had a really strong summer, and yeah, the biggest part of summer is still not out. August is even stronger than July historically, 55.79 mil last time. So we'll see what August looks like. That's where they make their bank. And you can see the downloads going back up. Fun fact, Fate Grand Order, despite being 11 years old, still runs advertisements. I still see Fate Grand Order advertisements, and it actually tempts me to go back and play the game. They know what they're doing. Aniplex is a great company. Monster Strike, 20.5 mil. Wow, this game is super old. August 7, 2013. 77k downloads, 72k downloads. So it's existing player base really splurging. We're almost in the top 10, guys. At number 6, Wuthering Waves with 27 million. Wow. So coming off of the collab with Cyberpunk. Wait, is the collab done? I would presume it is. I'm going to say coming off the collab with Cyberpunk. They didn't really drop much momentum. 34 mil to 27 mil. 1 million downloads. Wow. That's really strong numbers. Yeah, collab is done, right? That's really impressive that they managed to uphold things so strongly, despite the fact that a big moment in their history has just ended. Impressive. All right, we're into top 5 now. And we hit Goddess of Victory Nikke into 27.45 million, up from 13.1. That's insane. Absolutely insane. What the heck? How is this so high? I didn't think it'd be this high. I know we just got Summer Cinderella, but I didn't think it'd be this amazing. Summer Cinderella, Summer Marciana, and the costumes. I didn't think it'd be that high. Now, I am not the biggest Cindy fan. They did have a fun story with low stakes for summer, which is the right thing to do. It was a really complete event. Let me put it this way, guys. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm not. I thought it was good. I do. But top 5 gacha good? In the month of July, competing against every other gacha game, Nikke was 5th. Their summer event was that good. I didn't think it would be a top 5 summer event in the gacha universe. Damn. Right, because we knew about the collab upcoming. So people like me, I MLB'd, but that was the extent. I wasn't going any further than that, right? I thought with the advent of collab in late August, September, and that being Persona collab, I thought that would slow people down, but it didn't. Wow. Okay. Downloads went up. Wow, 121k to 161k, up by 40,000. That's a huge jump just for summer. Okay, I do have to admit, Summer Cindy was really, really hot. I saw this image of Cindy and I was like, oh shit. I'm not even a Cindy fan, but I was like, man, she's really hot in her new costumes. It's really impressive how hot they made her. I don't even have interest in her. But when she looks like that, holy fuck. Anyways, Yeah, it worked. It really worked. That's a successful summer for Nikkei. Revenue doubled. Downloads went up by 25%. I think I did the math in my head. I might be wrong. Or 33%. I don't know. Anyways, we're into the top 3. Naruto Mobile always does well. 33 million. China only. When is it coming to the West? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Oh my god! Hoyoverse sweep! Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Zone Zero, 1, 2, 3. Hoyoverse sweep! It's over! Bow down to your kings! Hoyoverse. Rumors of my demise are greatly exaggerated. I never want to hear anyone tell me Genshin is over, Honkai Star Rail is over, Zenless Zone Zero is a failure. I never want to hear that shit. 1, 2, and 3, it's a sweep. They made 140 million? What? Oh. You know, for most gacha games, making 140 million in a year is amazing. For most gacha games, they would be ecstatic to make 140 million in their lifetime. And Hoyoverse is doing it in just 1 month. Holy shit. And the reason why this is so impressive is because there are a ton of crossover players between the Hoyoverse games. Like, I play Genshin, I play Honkai Star Rail, and if I didn't start my job the week that Zen Zone Zero launched, I would have been playing Zen Zone Zero. There are a lot of crossover players, so to convince a player to spend money in one game, then another game, then another game, is really hard. But they're just that good. Everything they do is just that good. Could they do better in some things? Absolutely. But as a whole, as a collective, absolutely dominant. They make the most lovable and likable characters. Their story, always impactful, always deep, interesting, attention-grabbing. And they know what other things to do to grab your attention, because Honkai Star Rail right now is doing a collab with the Fate universe. It's now Rin and Gilgamesh being launched. And the downloads are up almost 600k. Holy shit. Zenless Zone Zero anniversary month, June 19th. Wait. June into July, even better. Wow. Downloads up for anniversary month to 410k, then 459k. Wow, they're keeping momentum. Genshin Impact didn't have any such thing, but you can never doubt the king. 56 mil. Its download numbers are still preposterous 6 years in. Imagine that. 6 years in and you're still averaging over 1.5 million downloads per month. Wild. How are they so good? Alright guys, that's your gacha revenue for July and June. I know it took a long time because I was doing 2. Wow. Hoyoverse sweep. GG's. Alright, let me read your stuff. Hoyo's coming up on their biggest arc yet, even HI3 soon, yeah. Time for Verse 99, yeah, give me a second to catch my breath. Wonder how the new Hoyo game will rank? Yes, you've been seeing clips of it too, right? I have been seeing clips of it, so I'm looking forward to it too. I don't know how it's gonna go, it looks so different. Sandrum banner was that popular? I guess, holy shit. TBF, Zenless Zone Zero only makes money with the Void Hunters. But Platinum, you gotta understand, the reason why I'm so impressed by Genshin and Hoyoverse, we know they have quality devs. We know that. But every time they make a new game, they have to get more quality devs. They have to develop the next wave of quality devs. The fact that they are 3 games in, and they split so much of time and attention and resources, and can still be number 1, 2, and 3 all at the same time. Like, it's unheard of. That's just, like, masterful. you can criticize them for all of the things you want, but the reality is, like, they're so big that it's hard to be this competent. The bigger you are, the harder it is to manage things well, but they're so large and they're managed so well. ZZ 3.1 plus free character giveaway, Honkai Fate and Hinoka banner, Genshin Summer event, and Shiznaya hype. Yeah, they headlined Summer super strong. It is the first that this has happened. Has it? I've seen it be Genshin 1, Honkai Star Rail 2 before Zen Zone Zero existed, and I think on Zen Zone Zero launch, I saw 1, 2, 3 as well. But that was before Love and Deep Sleep became Theme. Oda says, as much as I hate Hoyoverse, to be specific to the Genshin devs, I understand why people still like it. Yeah, you understand. Because you're essentially playing Genshin with a gacha right now, huh? Wow. Do you think the World Cup... If ZZ is so great, why aren't you playing it? As I said, I started a job at the time. I don't want to pick up more gacha games right now. And back then I was so busy, I definitely couldn't get into another gacha game. FGO NAA Summer Event, FGO JP Anniversary. Damn. Even with all of that, yeah. Not doing so well. Wait, where are the Wuthering Waves fans? Where are the Wuthering Waves fans? I'm unzipping my Genshin cock for you right now. Alright, that was pretty cool. That was pretty good. Yeah, there are no Wuthering Waves fans. I knew what as soon as I heard that Enfield had base building. Yeah, that kind of stuff burns people out. It's not actually that fun to build a base. Excuse us, where's your skip button? Who needs a skip button? The director who leads the Genshin team is basically a very tame version of the new Nexon CEO, but because of that, director still can't unleash its full potential. Koga, you realize how scary that is? They can't unleash their full potential, but they're still first place. I don't know if I buy into that. The director for Genshin, I think, is very competent. He is very profit-driven, and he doesn't adjust as well as we would like him to. But it's undeniable that he's managed to keep this thing, like... Do you know how hard it is to keep a gacha game at 1 or top 3 for as long as this? Genshin Impact and Hoyoverse are on an insane run. They're 6 years in and still showing no signs of faltering. HSR does have a skip button, yes. Love and Deep Space and Wuo took the top other spot till now. ZZZ. Huh? Because ZZZ is on stream? On Steam? That does help in terms of, that does help a lot in terms of getting players to your game. Okay, we have a quick ad break. I need it. I'm exhausted. That was an hour. Love and Deep Space is 16th. We talked about it. It was a big deal. There was so much stuff this week, or this month. No, I found the ad. Don't worry. Since we're on an ad, I'll just download it too. Have you watched a Genshin region preview? No. I could have, but I'm pretty burnt. Tarantula, for the average thing you can skip. So during the event and stuff, I skipped virtually everything. Makes it easy to get through it. Okay, I'll wait for the ad to formally end, and we'll start. It's not that bad, my guy. Okay. Is the ad done? I think it's done. Let's do it. All right.
A world that champions science, rationality, and order.
Is that
I think you might
Slavic?
like it here after all, Mesmer.
1999?
Think of it as a paid vacation.
I won't deny the appeal. But since I'm here with you two, I'd call this a business trip.
Wait.
At best.
Is this a start of... Oh my god, that's the thing in... Yeah, that's how you get around. Like the way Atomic Heart starts, you start in like you get your car floated away. Wait, are you in the world of Atomic Hearts? Oh shit. It's the sexy robot sisters.
They look beautiful.
Yeah.
They give these robots emotion.
Our artificial intelligence models allow them to serve as your very own robotic friends.
Oh my gosh, the other robots are here too.
Detecting abnormal, hostile behavior.
Oh, I didn't expect you.
Oh my god, robot asses. Hey, is the fridge gonna be here?
I can't turn my legs. Somebody, help me.
Wow. No, that's pretty creepy.
We're running out of tape!
What is she doing?
Vertin.
What are you doing? Do your job. Stop looking at things.
Comrade Doctor.
Hey, doesn't that look like Freerin? Oh my gosh. Like zoomed in like this. Oh my gosh.
This melody sounds familiar.
Wow.
Do you
That's
like
beautiful.
it, Granny Zena? You have great
Granny?
taste, kid.
It's time to go.
Don't you meet a grandma in Atomic Heart? Oh, it's been a while. Oh my gosh.
Roll, kids.
They have the weapons! Polymerized Dreams is what it's called. Okay, I'm hype.
We have been reassigned to this suitcase as a personal protection detail for you.
It looks good.
Comrade Doctor.
Wait, do you pull for both at
New
once?
title confirmed.
Oh, you pull them together. They're
Comrade
twins.
Timekeeper. Please allow us to connect to your private channel.
Morgan, thank you for the raid. Welcome.
Affirmative. It is made of the same alloy as
Look
our
at
bodies.
them.
We hope you like it.
They're so hot. You know you can get together with one of the robot sisters.
Internal capacitors reset. Target locked.
So they play as a duel.
Polymer release function engaged. Interacting with polymer.
Wow.
Time for the curtain call.
They're actually kind of scary. Oh, that iconic scene. Wow.
What's with the silent treatment?
Hold on. We'll go back. I'm going to show you guys that scene. You guys remember this? I remember this. I don't know, man. It's pretty gnarly. Dude, even if you block it. Yeah. Dude, this is pretty iconic. I still remember this. Oh shit. Oh shit. They took this scene. Everyone remembers this scene. Everyone wants to get stepped on by a robot girl, you know? This is Atomic Heart. This is what they're doing collab with. That's what the scene was. Alright, this is you breaking out of it. Kick her in the butt. Man, those are some cake. So yeah, even if you fight that off, it still sucks. At least you don't die. Yeah, see? They really worked it off of this scene. Man, there's so many ways you can die in this scene. Alright, where were we? I'll go back.
Call. For the curtain call.
So they based that all off of that scene. Damn.
What's with the silent treatment?
Oh, Nora is
Do I
here!
mean
The
so
fridge!
little to you? Or are you just playing hard to get?
I like Nora. She's fun.
How do you like
Wait,
that?
you can pull her and use her? Yeah, the hot robot fridge. You got a PTSD?
Ranger Brimley, salute you.
Have you considered to learn some skills? For example, ghost hunting. First, you need to pass the Russian courage training.
Symbiotically.
I figured out how to pull the wind to carry both of us at the same time. Would you like to fly, Barton? Just for a little while. I want to give commands to robots too. Then I can forbid them from saying, "Don't do this," and "Don't do that." Is this what you really think?
Is this another character?
Or just sweet talk?
What is this?
Odile, one as ominous
Oh,
as
is this the
obsidian.
costume?
Odette, one as pure as pearl. These new outfits and our routine together
Oh my god, they look so good. Holy shit.
present the sum of our existing wisdom.
That is
While our
mesmerizing.
performance marks our path into the bright future ahead. Let the swan feathers sweep the stage.
The wings of reckoning cast a shadow,
That's a nice skin.
a herald of retribution.
Who's this?
Let us measure the weight of your deeds. Under the eyes of justice, there is no hiding from misdeed.
So she's the judge and executioner?
You're finally here. I could use a sponsor like you. So, there is a new discovery of mine.
I can't believe they got Atomic Hearts into Reverse 1999. But I don't... when I first thought about it, I didn't think it would be a good idea. But the twins are absolutely waifus. Even if they are not human, they are absolutely stunning and hot. I think this will actually do well. Yeah, and they got in Nora. Nora's fun. Clankers is a slur. When AI and robots take over in the next 20 years, they will find you for saying that. And then you'll wish you never said it. Verse 99 X Atomic Heart, guys. It's real. It feels so weird for it to be real, but it's real. I don't know if I'll try it out, though. Trying it out would be a lot of time. Alright, that's Atomic Heart, guys. Give me your thought. Look at them. They're complete babes. They're complete babes. Man, I'm down for that.
And now Charles.
Oh, sweet. Let's go. Where is he now?
At Wave. It's the main neuropolymer processing complex.
Full disclosure, the devs did provide me a copy of Atomic Heart, but I still like the game and I would have bought it on my own eventually.
Whatever Charles has planned, he needs the stuff in enormous quantities.
I like the robot girls.
Strike him before he gets what he needs.
The characters are fun too.
Risky move. But it makes sense.
We might not get another chance. What? Kolya, hold this a sec.
Sure.
What? Nail, I can barely hear you. Repeat.
Hey, that's mine.
Simmer down, I'll give it back. Right. Listen.
This game was made in Russia, and outside of, like, the robot girls, I guess some of the guys look like, you know, really homely.
Listen up. I'll get to the point.
Or really rugged.
Hey, Major.
Outside of
let's
that.
skip the heroics. We all go in together. That's not up for discussion.
Major, we'll show them all.
This game is so good. I can't believe people just won't play it because there's a war in Ukraine going on. Again, this game was not made by the Russian government. They're game devs from Russia. There's a difference. This game is amazing.
The boat's prepared. All aboard.
Nastya.
Yeah, just a
Nastya.
sec.
Hey, there's something that I need to say.
Just a second. Yep.
Really, it's... Yeah, of course.
Huh? Major, we're surrounded.
What?
Who? Where?
Look how the robot girls fight.
Holy shit.
All good here.
Take cover!
Go, run, hurry!
Major, I'll cover the guys.
I'll go up top. You go down.
Out of context, that would mean very different things. I'm down for it anyways.
But let's deal with this first.
Dude, this game is amazing. I think you'll remember this scene. Oh my god. Russian man with AK flying in the air with robot girl. I can't believe people won't play this game. It's so good.
Hey! Who's using that weapon?
You really one of that
Light him up, Glenda. Burn him.
When will they finally die?
Oh my god. Is that Granny in there? I remember that thing from the start of the game.
All aboard! Look alive!
Thank you.
This is why I like this game a lot, because it wasn't made in the West.
Hey kiddos! Ragamuffins!
Oh my god, it's
Pull up
Granny!
your panties and get over here before you become fish food.
Yeah, you meet Granny early in the game.
You listen to Colonel Muravyova, comrades. Per the data, the probability that you will
It's nice to see Granny in Verse 1999. I didn't think...
We could have sorted things out ourselves.
I wasn't sure if she would be in there.
Sorted. Into spare parts. Right, let's get out of here.
I'm glad the twins get so much focus, but they put in other characters too.
Meet you personally. You like tea, don't you?
What? There's Charles, a stone's throw away.
Tamp down your fury now, Major P3. It'll come in rather handy for you soon.
I mean, Russians aren't really worried and scared of anything, are they?
Maybe in a few hours from now. Until then, perhaps you'd like some tea. Fantastic.
It doesn't matter, this is a war zone. You have to accept the tea.
Why do you need arms and legs? It's absolutely ridiculous. Well, look who's talking. The Soviet Union's next top model.
Seeing Nora, the fridge is in the game too. That's Nora the fridge. Oh my gosh. She does the upgrades for you in the game. And seeing them all... Oh, this game has so much whimsical to it. This is why they don't do this in the West anymore. In the West, it's very like straightforward, very lacking imagination. In the East, they try all sorts of shit. That's why you end up with a universe like this.
Ladies, enough, please.
Stay out of it, kid. My daughter's right.
Comrades, please. Let's all just take a deep breath, okay?
Agreed. We got one quiet hour left, and then we hunt.
Right.
It's easier to be around dolphins than people. We can't even agree on a plan.
We've discussed everything except her behavior. As soon as you turn around, she... Focus on your husband's issues. He's been snoring throughout planning.
What?
Oh, he's done with snoring.
Yeah. We're tired. Oh, okay, back to story.
Welcome back, Major. Now your time has come.
All right. Hey, stop touching her boobs.
That's a nice watch.
Oh. Colonel Muravyova.
What?
All right. Anyways, it's just to sum up. I think it's really nice that they're still successful. Atomic Heart. Look, guys. Look at this shit. This always pisses me off. Oh. I think it says they have a 3.5 star. They got review bombs early on. Like, a lot of dickheads try to, like, really sabotage this game. They worked so hard at this game. It took them, like, 10 years to make this game. Again, this is not a Western studio. They would not release the game until it was right. But, yeah, they're targeted by all sorts of fucking nonsense. I'm always cheering for these guys. If there's one game that's been released in the last 5 years where, like, I truly want them to be successful, it's this one. Yeah, see, Munfish has been accused of collecting data of users based in Russia and provided to the Federal Security Service. The developer denied these allegations, stating, "Our game and website do not collect any information or data." Correct me if I'm wrong on this stuff, but, like, haven't you guys heard of this stuff before? Like, oh, it's from Russia, it's from China, it's from wherever, not a friend of the West. Therefore, they totally collect your data and stuff. And then they can't prove it, which is hilarious. The website's privacy statement is outdated and wrong, should have been removed years ago. Yeah. The studio replaced the Russian language privacy policy on the website with an English language version, removing all mentions of Russia. They had to, because people were, like, friggin' insane. The February 21st release date drew criticism because it nearly coincided with the first year anniversary of the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine. Okay. I don't like stuff like this. you might be able to say, yeah, because they're Russian, therefore that date has a significance. But have you guys seen like games just release a game? Devs release a game on a date, and then people on the internet go crazy and connect to all these other things that have happened on that date when they're just releasing it on a day. Like it's sometimes people draw way too much on that. I don't think they did that on purpose. Because having a release date for a game is not arbitrary. It's something you have to coordinate and schedule way in advance. It would not be easy to do it. Anyways, developer Munfish says that the company is neutral in world affairs and do not comment on politics or religion. Yeah, this has nothing to do with the war. Like, it's an alternate universe. You're not fighting Ukrainians in this game, man. Munfish also adds his studio is undeniably a pro-peace organization against violence against people. Yeah, it's friggin' insane. Anyways, I always cheer for them. Every time they get dragged into these nonsense, I just feel bad for them. They don't deserve it. Look, in 2018, the studio employed just over 20 people. Like, when they first started making this game, they had, like, nobody. By early 2023, it grew to 130. It's not a small studio, because 100 people is not small. But it's not like these massive Western studios of 1,000 people. And they're not all developers, obviously. They have people, like, working in human resources, marketing, all those different kinds of things. But yeah, anyways, I just want to get that off my chest. I'm glad they're doing well. They made an excellent game, but unfortunately, not everyone's ever going to take a look at it because of the controversies of simply just being Russian. How long is this game? It's fairly long. I think I played it for like an hour or something. 16 hours, yeah. It's 16 hours. I played it for 1.7 hours. They only sponsor me for like an hour, but I played over an hour because I was having so much fun. Right now, I'm trying to finish Space Marine. And then 3 Houses. Maybe one day I'll go back and finish this game. It's a lot of fun. If you enjoy BioShock, it'll probably remind you of that. It's fun. It's these alternate universes are always fun. All right. Anyways, that's it. Let's set up for the Nikkei part of the stream now. We gotta do the Project Matisse stuff. But to sum it up, I hope you guys aren't dumb enough to be like the people who criticize game devs just because they're Russian. I hope if you're American, I'm not trying to make this political or anything, but I want to point this out. If you're American, I do my best to remove the part of your country is really shitty. As a Canadian, you guys know, you guys bully the shit out of us. You bully us. Imagine this. You pay for a bridge. You build the bridge. You share the bridge of America. And now America wants 50% of the revenues. I'm talking about the Gordie Howe Bridge. We paid for it. We built it. We should be able to collect revenues until we pay back the bridge, and then we'll split revenues. That is as fair of a deal as possible. No. We have to split revenues now, even though we paid for it. Right? We didn't ask to be a part. We didn't ask to be the 51st state. We didn't ask to be annexed. But no. That's a narrative going on in America right now. We didn't ask for that. Nobody in Canada wants to become American, right? Like, I keep out all this stuff on American companies, on American people, because I recognize the government doesn't represent you. At least all of you. So when people can't do that for other countries, it's just wild to me, because you should be able to do it. It shouldn't be hard. Anyways. Would be hard to be American only in games when we're all playing Gacha games with my Chinese and Japanese devs. Yeah. And you don't do that for, maybe some people do that for China, but like Japan, for example. Stop associating games with like a country's past. It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, ran over. Let's see. So it's already tiring for me being black, and then the increase of LGBTQ attacks in US. Yay. Yeah, exactly. Waiting for a huge game made in any country in Africa. That's probably gonna be a game in Egypt, from Egypt then. And then food prices going up, people can't pay for the medicine now, and people losing healthcare, yeah. Nintendo released a Fortune's Weaves Direct 2 today, in case you didn't see. Platinum, that was the first thing we did today. I thought you were there. When evolution potential is held back by human consciousness, all this racism and whatnot. I hope we figure that stuff out before the alien invasions wipe us out, you know? You guys always think I'm memeing about that stuff, but the chances of us meeting a hostile alien race is very, very high. And I hope we can figure out our problems before we deal with a existential problem from another universe. You know? Yeah, it's gonna be in the VOD.
Goddess of victory.
Shit, I love to kill some aliens. We're so not ready for aliens. We're so not ready. Alright. Let's set it up. I need a quick breather before we do the Matisse story part 1. I have no hope for humans in that sense. Yeah. The Iran war has shown me how ugly people are. Can I just pause for a moment? I know this is too political, but I'm just going to say this really quickly. The Iran war has seen Trump's Republican Party up 2 points. Up. That's unfathomable to me. Like, I think America is just a lost cause politically. How could you wage a war against people and all you're doing is dropping bombs on them? And you're now up. Like, approval went up. 2% is not a lot, to be clear, but it's a war that you did not have to be there. You're achieving nothing over there. Absolutely nothing. You got scammed into the war by Israel. You're there just to kill people. That's it. It's making everyone in the world's lives harder. And somehow, in America, the approval rating for Trump has gone up 2% over the last month. After so many lies about the war ending every single week. Every single week, he'll announce the war's ending. And every single week, it might go as far as a memorandum where they're talking about signing for peace, and then they back out of it. It blows my mind that his approval rating went up. It should clearly be going down. It went up. I cannot fathom how Americans... Again, I'm not trying to make this personal. I know most of you guys are Americans. I just can't fathom how people look at what's going on and say, yep, he's doing a great job. I'm actually liking him more now in the last month. Like, what? The statistic like that just breaks my heart. That everyone in the world is suffering. And yet America's coming more and more around to the war. How?
Tis taken me longer than usual. Had I donned mine usual garb, I would have been swifter.
Third year anniversary is also this month, so it's the perfect time to start. I've already started gamings. You mean return? I only uninstalled Reverse 1999 like 2 months ago. It was still on my PC all this time.
Taken me longer than usual. Had I donned my usual garb, I would have been swifter.
Also, I want to be clear. Me saying this about Trump's party, the Republicans, isn't me giving the Democrats a pass. Let me rephrase all this. How can the Democrats not gain ground on the Republicans when there's an unpopular war going around? How incompetent do you have to be? How bad do you have to be to not, like, fervently, overwhelmingly be the party in waiting? Like, how incompetent are they? What are they even doing? So it's not me giving a pass to the other party just because they're not in charge. How can they be so bad that they're not taking advantage of this? I don't know. They're busy educating Hassan. They must be doing something, because I hope they're doing something, because I can't figure it out. Hunter Biden's a saving grace. Are we sure? He has a lot of controversies of his own, but honestly, corrupt politicians in America is fairly normal, so maybe I should shut my mouth about that. If it's the norm, you can't really expect better, right?
Show me what you've got.
Step 20 on SRM No Limit Harvester. Nice. I gotta try sometime soon. Riches, are you gonna try Unlimited? Unlimited mode? It's looking really doable because you can use Ain and Mari. Too much corruption in that the difference between Republicans and Democrats are barely noticeable. Yeah, I mean, I pointed this out before. I didn't think things would be better with Harris. While I doubt you guys would be at war, I don't think there's any chance things would get better in America under Harris. So, but what do I know? I'm Canadian, right? I totally can't see what's going wrong. Okay, so it's okay, good, thank God. Sorry, I was looking it up just in case it had changed. It did change. Guys, this is what I was talking about. Trump's approval rating actually went up between June 22nd and July 26th. So over the span of 1 month, it went up by 3%. And you might be like, 3% is not a big deal. Well, when you're going from 34% to 37%, that is a big deal. But it's gone down to 35%. So thank goodness. I don't know what you guys were, not literally you guys, but I don't know what Americans were looking at over the last month to increase your approval rating. What the hell did he do in the last month that was worth increasing your approval rating? But that's, I wasn't lying to you. I just fact-checked myself. So yeah, it did go up briefly. Now on August 3rd, it's back to 35%. But can you imagine it going up at all? Like during a war. Like what even is the positive outcome of the war at this point? I don't know. The positive outcome of the war is what you had before the war started. That's the positive outcome. It's really, really bad. But yeah, the fact that the approval rating went up from month over month was insane to me. Insane to a lot of people. Like the world... Alright, I'll get off the subject. I know this is too political. But it's just... The world is looking at this war and not seeing the point of it. Most Americans are looking at this war and not seeing the point of it. Yet somehow... 3% more Americans were approving of the war over the last month. I don't know how. How's that possible? Stuff like that makes me lose faith in America, but alright, you know. Thank you, Andy. Arrow, thank you for gifting Andy. The World Cup?
From torment freed as well as win enlightenment.
Platinum. You know the World Cup? The World Cup should have hurt America.
From torment freed as well as win enlightenment.
Do you remember when one of your players had a red card, so he wasn't allowed to play in the Belgium match? And Trump intervened, called up FIFA, and had it reversed. The first time since the 70s that it's been reversed, causing a lot of people internationally to call it rigged. Now you guys still lost that game, but imagine using your powers to intervene in a soccer match. That's not a thing that happens. All right. Anyways, just getting a breath. Let's do this.
See? The stars always point you where you're meant to go.
You can see Sang always ignores my message in here. How? You still on just chatting? Yeah, we haven't changed it. Fuck overclock, too much work. Yeah. But it's doable this time. Maybe I should make an announcement on it. Hell, I'll make an announcement on it. It might be doable. Yeah. I'll make an announcement on this and then we'll switch over. But okay, thanks Sandy, I do appreciate it. But I'm getting a breath. We talked so much during the Gacha revenue list and then reverse 99. What does Eldritch want? The World Cup, that once in a blue moon time when many Americans pretend to like soccer. Yeah. It's not just America, it's Canada as well. I can't watch soccer. The only times I'll watch is World Cup, that's it. Arrow loves cock. Also, where are my mods? What mods? The mods we do have don't do these things. You get Mari, Ein, and Rouge. Alright, I'll let people know. Bring back Soviet Sanguine? I've been banned from banning people. Is that all you do? Yeah, soccer is loved pretty much everywhere else in the world but in Canada and the US. Yeah, basically. I like how you didn't include the Mexicans in this because it's true. Mexico loves soccer. Who did pass? Black Wolf. Alright, well, let's do this. Okay, it'll take about 2 hours, so we better start now. I'll make a new VOD on YouTube because I don't want the Gacha revenue Fire Emblem Direct to be stuck with the Nikkei Direct, the Nikkei chapter story event as well. So I'll split it apart right now. My sugar is at 52. Arrow, I love you. You're my favorite old man. You're older than Noodles, right? You're my favorite old man. You're my favorite oldest man. There you go. That's better wording. Okay, you got me. I love PP. Damn. Damn. I don't even remember writing that. But you guys know how sometimes you don't remember the things you have passion for. Because it's because you're passionate, so passionate about it. Normally when Noodle writes, yeah, you guys notice this? Normally when Noodles writes, he doesn't do any punctuation. See? Oh, he did a comma here. Yeah, normally he doesn't put commas. This man is commaless.
Feels good.
Wait.
Like this with you,
I thought I was your favorite old man. Wait, how old is Riches? So Arrow is a former Crusader. He's like 800 years old. Noodles, I think he was there for the American Revolution. Fought in World War I. How old are you, Riches? We got some really old people. Project Matisse, Part 1. The best story event? Sang was there for the first Kanate. That still makes me way younger than these two. Well, America is 250, 252. How old is America? 250, right? Canada age. Canada is 159. So you guys are like 100 years older. Yeah. 159 for Canada. So that's not as old as you think. It hasn't even been 200 years. I rode a dinosaur school as a kid? Okay, that's fair. Was it a toy dinosaur though? Alright, I'm gonna reset the YouTube stream, guys. Give me a sec. Let's switch over to Nikkei and then do Project Matisse now. Can you talk to Shift Up to bring a fake collab with Oda Nobunaga? Nobu? That'd be fun. I don't think that would ever happen, but that'd be fun. Okay, we're gonna start Matisse Part 1 of the story. I know a lot of you guys have experienced it. I haven't. But you know how much I love Matisse. How much I love Suan. I'm really looking forward to this. I love Laplace. And obviously you can see him using Drake as my pick. You turn 59 in 2 weeks. Wow! You're a young old man. You don't seem that old. You know, if you ask me, like, for example, Arrow here and you, who was older, I would have been like, Arrow's older. And it's true, Arrow is older. But, you know, you don't like portray yourself like an ancient man. Arrow still portrays him as an old guy. You guys know how old people put so many numbers in their names? Like Arrow 765 Pro. You know how old people don't know how to turn off the caps lock? That's why Arrow ERO is in caps. It's just like that. You know, like Arrow's name screams that he's an old guy. But you, Riches, you don't look like that. You don't sound like that. You know?
Go on ahead, handsome. I'll just
I'm going through a second childhood. That makes sense. All right. I think we're in Nikkei now. Let's set it up. Let's do it.
Clear. But we've
And we're ecstatic to have you, by the way. Unlike Arrow, who's so old he has Alzheimer's, and he forgot who his union was and wandered into Corlus. That's the official story. He was having an episode and he like wandered out of our union into that union, and we've been trying to convince him that we're his real family and stuff, and he's just like, these aren't my grandkids, even though we're his grandkids. You know, it's pretty bad out here, guys. This is why you should stuff your grandparents into retirement homes. That's so bad. All right. Hey, I have a sponsorship. When do I have to do it? August 19th. I have a sponsorship for the Division Resurgence. FE Fates route? Yeah, okay. All right, we're switching over now. Okay, YouTube, we're gonna turn things off for a moment. I'll be at the new VOD for just the Nikkei stuff. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, restarting YouTube stream. Be right back.